Are we all just lost at sea? Sink or swim looking for signs. Still got hearts, we feel them beat. Pull you in closer to mine. When I don't believe in myself, you see the best in me. And I know sometimes I mess up, so promise me, through good days and the bad, even when I'm sad, say you won't give up. Will you love me at my worst, even when it hurts? Say you won't give up. Well, nobody's perfect, we make mistakes. We're doing our best, take it day by day. So when I'm not good at love, say you won't give up.
Jokes, even though I'm annoying. We stay up late and talk for hours. Everyone knows that you're the perfect boyfriend. Lean on me, babe, you're the one. He was betting you better, telling you that I'm in love. Even though I know you're a placebo. Oh, I try to be good, but I'm evil. I wrap your arms around me, trying to let go. I can't help how I feel though. I wish that it was different, but I'm still here. Wish I knew back then the smiles I'd be faking, the heart I'd be breaking. You're the best and I feel like I'm evil. You're the pill for my pain, my placebo. And you've been breaking records. I've been waking up, dreaming everything we do. We do. I've been on the run and you're the one that saves me. Love is overdone, you know how to break me in two. Dancing in the dark, clouds over the stars. I'll give you the keys to steal my heart. I just wanna know you, I just wanna know you, I just wanna know you better. Diamonds on your face, can you leave a trace? Lucy in the sky, but give me a taste. I just wanna know you, I just wanna know you, I just wanna know you better. Just wanna know you better. Just wanna know you. Just wanna know you. Just wanna know you better. I've been dragging my feet, slowly sitting here waiting for you. Don't seem to wanna listen even when my heart knows the truth. It doesn't matter who's to blame, to blame, to blame. The good we had has slipped away, away. Don't wanna say
You're easy to talk to, so why is it so hard to break the seal inside to heal? Don't wanna say it out loud, 'cause then it feels real. You're easy to talk to, so why is it so hard to break the seal? Start to heal. Don't wanna say it out loud, 'cause then it feels real. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
In my heart, you're back again. Start of nothing. I felt it hard. You came me in. Caught in the wings of love. Was it all to pass the time? But you had to leave behind empty promises or feelings lingering. You shed on is here in my head. You're all through my veins, I'm frozen. The flashback, yeah, it goes back again. Your love is a chain unbroken. Your love is a chain unbroken. You shed on is here in my head. You're all through my veins, I'm frozen. The flashback, yeah, it goes back again. Your love is a chain unbroken. Beverly Hills was where I met you. Driving the 1990 red coupe. Hands in the air and music blasting. And my heart was pounding, heart was pounding. Wind in my hair and we were laughing. And all of the questions you were asking, making me feel like it was just us. And my mind was racing, mind was racing. Never had love before I saw you. Never had lost before I loved you. When did you learn to run from nothing? You would be my extra something.
won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like our future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world.
I feel it coming again. That's what she told me, what she told me, what she said. Yeah, maybe it's all in my head. Cause I've been holding every breath. A rush of blood, it hits me like a flood. That touch so bad, the kind you wish you had. I got a good feeling, we're on the ceiling. I got a good feeling, I got a good feeling. You got me reeling. I got a good feeling, I feel good.
Okay. Get this started. About to get the fam in here real loud. 1 sec. Got to be real loud in this bit.
Back and forth does help with the character building a lot, but without that world building behind it, it's kind of like laugh track worthy, I would say. So it needs the context to be good.
Who is the lone soldier not in Roll20?
I'm action.
Is it the professional? Is it the professional YouTuber No Fun Loud?
Speaking of my professional YouTuberness, I am interviewing Tony Winslow Brill tomorrow. She is the author of Xanthoria of the Candle Key Mysteries.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Also,
the
yeah,
research.
that fucking
I am
shit.
going to ask her, who do I have to do in order to get on Wizards of the Coast?
Nice. Yeah, that's professional. Totally do that.
Absolutely.
All right.
No, I'm gonna just be talking about the whole writing theme of how do you sit down and actually write for Wizards of the Coast, because
Yeah.
that's a monumental.
Get the inside scoop on like what's the process.
Also,
Yeah,
just
because that's something that's like difficult, I think, is writing a story that can be modular while still being structured enough.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, there's
Because
some
when you
mistakes
write
there.
your homebrew adventure, you're writing it for you. You don't give a shit about anybody else. So
or your
Writing
And
it
you're writing it
for
for
a
your
company.
characters.
your
It's
table.
like,
It needs to be like so the writing has to be generic enough to appeal to a large base,
but still interesting.
specifically, specific enough and detailed enough to be fleshed out in a way that people can feel sucked into it.
absolutely,
It's pretty unique, I think, in terms of how to
Also,
build
I'm
that.
absolutely in love with the "Let's go."
That's so ridiculous.
It's such
Yeah.
peak 2000s. Just the
I'm more
fucking-
impressed that he stops. Like it looks like he's not going any further than that. Like you'd think he'd be tripping up hard and tumbling all over the place.
Let's
That-
go.
That GIF is like a man learns about inertia.
Yeah. Drunk man learns about inertia. Okay, we got a lot to cover tonight. We got a derpy off on the wings here. She will be yelling stuff if she needs to. But let's do a quick summary of last time. So, last time it was the Stalkers and the Hook Hands. Combat initiates after Thad thwarts the assassination attempt of Kalis and Crix. And Crix is thwacked by an invisible force speaking to him in Primordial. The assassin, a balding middle-aged woman with a hook for her hand, now known as Bimawafa, continues to try to take out Kalis, but is knocked unconscious by a pouncing Hyrokin. The invisible stalker takes its time to enact its task and hides in order to get the drop on Crix again. Crix is big brain and uses fairy fire to reveal and highlight the invisible assassin, and the party goes to town on it. Kalis accidentally kills the unconscious Bimawafa by burning her to death. Hyrokin saves the stabbed cultist on the wall and finds the Bimawafa's grappling hook and rope. Kadroth arrives after being alerted by the other guards to make sure everything is okay. The party assures him that they are safe and thwarted an attack. In the morning, Kadroth invites the group to have breakfast and informs them that there will be a funeral for Hethil down at the town's harbor. Kadroth also comments on Levistus's ask of them to continue to find and defeat the Duergar menace that is lurking in 10 towns. He shares a rumor that Caer Konig, the town to the north of Caer Dineval, is having issues with invisible thieves. This sounds exactly like Duergar trouble. After finishing fish waffles and talking to Kadroth's cat, Touche, the group readies themselves for the next big leg of travel. The group witnesses the frozen Lac Dinasher claim the frozen body of Hethil, cracking open like an icy maw to consume her. After about an hour of travel by snowy road, the party arrives at Caer Konig. They see the ruins of the old castle at the entrance of the quiet town, and as they enter the snow-covered streets, a shape rises from a snowbank against a home. Startled by the polar bears in the street, a silver dragonborn shakes the powdered snow off of himself and burps loudly, introducing himself as Trovis, the town speaker. So, that is where we begin, in the town of Caer Konig, as you all arrive there with your goat cart and your polar bear wagon. So, the town sits quietly at the foot of Kelvin's Cairn, the largest kind of interior mountain here in 10 towns. A few bundled up people shuffle between the snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look as you walk past. The polar bear, Burn, lets out a low growl and sniffs that pile of snow. That's when out from it bursts and rolls out, more or less, a silver dragonborn. Pile of snow stirs as the polar bear sniffs it, and somebody hidden beneath it suddenly stands, scattering snow all over the place. The figure looks around and yells, "Who goes there? Is it thieves? Have I found those creeping bastards?" He then pulls down a scarf covering his face, and you see it is a silver dragonborn holding onto an empty wine bottle as if it was a club. He belches, grins at you, and says, "Pardon my manners. Bit jittery with all the thieving going on." He holds out a hand to Burn the bear and says, "I'm Trovis, town speaker of Caer Konig." "Oh, fuck, you're a bear. Oh, God. Oh, shit." He stumbles backwards and falls back
Just
into the
fine.
snowdrift again.
Do just find Arctic Rick.
I'm Arctic Rick.
I turned myself into a bear.
I turned myself into an icicle.
Morty.
I'm Icicle Rick. It's so fucking funny. He stumbles backwards, staggers back, catches himself against the wall of the building that he was sleeping in underneath, and then blinks his eyes once or twice, rubs them, looks at the bottle, tips it up into his mouth to see if there's anything left in it. There's nothing. His hot breath frosts and fogs up into the cold morning air. It's barely it's still early morning. You guys left Caer Dineval in the early morning, and it was only an hour's travel to get here, so not even hot. The light is still very dim, not even noon. you definitely watch as people kind of partially look all bundled up against the cold. They seem to not pay any mind to Trovus, this drunken dragonborn. He kind of looks confused. Tries to suppress some hiccups. Suppresses. He, almost burps again. Catches himself like, what? Well, you look like an adventuring type. Welcome to Karakona. What brings you to our small town?
The road.
Yeah, as far as I know, we're looking to leave here as quick as we can.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, the road, of course. I mean, if you're interested, we got the hook, line, and sinker is our top line tavern, and we got the Northern Light Inn and the Frozen Far Expeditions. And, well, there was the ferry at the harbor, but, the lake's frozen over, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. But, you wouldn't be, willing to help, Dragonborn out, would you? Got a bit of a problem here.
Is it your head?
That's looking at the bottle. Mm-hmm.
He, as soon as you mention your head, he goes, oh, shit, you're right. Oh, fuck, hangover coming on. Oh, shit. Okay, so I gotta compose myself.
Perhaps you should lay off the bottle, friend.
But
You need to lay on a bottle. You look tired.
It's what how else am I supposed to stay warm throughout the night? I'm on a stakeout. I'm looking
Why
for
not?
these little sneaky thieves.
You can always get companionship.
You a silver dragonborn.
Yeah, that only staves off so much, man. Fine, I like drinking. It's get off my case.
Don't judge me. You say little thieves are coming through here.
Yeah, town's had some thievery troubles. No one's seen anything though. Just the other night, the lantern that hangs over the Northern Lights entrance was stolen. Corey won't let me hear the end of it because I haven't been able to find those responsible. Not yet, anyway. But I got a knack for this stuff. I used to be a detective.
Did anyone actually examine the crime scene, or are you just going to tell us you were a detective?
Oh shit! I should have done that. Fuck. He says, but we don't got much here. But it's, if you could help us out, try to figure out what the fuck's going on, we can. I'll give you, like, free room and board at the Northern Light, best inn in Koenig, and also free pints on the house at the Hook, Line, and Sinker. Because, I can pull that.
I do enjoy free things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I also have a question for you. One, is there any sort of medical professional in this town?
Oh, I'm sorry, no. Closest one is either in East Haven or Bryn Shander, my dude.
Okay. All right, well, okay, scratch it off, thank you. Number two, are you part of the Black Network?
Why would you ask me that? That's, like, really blunt and, like, right here in the open.
Well, would you rather go inside? I can ask you again.
No, you idiot, I'm not part of the Black Network.
Insight check. I want to know
Sure,
who's actually
sure,
part of the Black Network.
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Nah, he's not part of the Black Network.
Okay. I
Okay.
believe him, Fab.
All right, well, I still like the idea of free things. So,
Yeah, let me, if you don't mind, we should go and, we should go to the inn in the Northern Light. We can ask them about the missing lantern. That was, stolen last night. Oh, shit, I don't even remember. My stakeout last night must have been terrible. I don't remember anything.
Out
Oh, crap.
of curiosity, has anybody been on the ferry recently?
Oh, no, there is no ferry here. It's stuck at East Haven.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought there was another one.
No, there's only one. Those bastards at East Haven kept it. Well, I guess they didn't really keep it. The ice kind of kept it there, but,
Also, isn't the owner... doesn't he live there?
Well, he lives there for now because that's where he normally.
Yes, understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Well, let me stretch. Oh God. He gets up, does like the basic like what? Puts his arms over his head, touches his toes, tries to. You hear some snaps, cracks, and pops. You're like, oh shit. Oh gosh. No, I'm not as spry as I used to. You wouldn't believe it. I used to be an adventurer. Used to be an adventurer like you guys.
There it is.
Yep.
You took a bottle to the face.
No. I just decided I'd hang up my boots, my adventuring boots. I still got these boots. And take up the easy life of town speaker up here. It's not super easy considering got all these thefts. But come on. Oh. He does one last torso twist. Oh yeah. All right, follow me. And make sure you keep those two bears in check. He walks past Burn and pats it on the butt, and Burn is just like, oh no, oh shit, fuck. Oh.
Buttercup and Burn are good bears.
Oh, the other one's names. They have names. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's go.
We asked them their names.
Holy shit, you can talk to animals. I knew. Oh man, this is the best luck. Oh. Oh boy.
Show us through your fine village to this place where we are going to meet.
So you walk through the village, and it's kind of the same in the dim morning light. It's the same kind of scene you've seen in a lot of these other villages. This one's about. It's bigger than Caer Dineval, but significantly smaller than East Haven. About the same size as Goodmead, I would say, roughly.
Gotcha.
As you're making your way through the streets here, you see folks bundled up against the cold, moving back and forth between homes and buildings as they kind of start their day. And of course, Trovis keeps explaining. He's, oh yeah, back when I was just a young lad, I got my stripes for going out and there's a half ogre terrorizing this town. Found that half ogre and kicked him right in the butt, right into a river. He floated away while he was yelling profanities at me. Yeah, it was pretty intense. Oh.
Are you saying that you put your foot way up his butt, Morty?
No, not way up his butt. It was like one cheek. Just one cheek. Oh yeah, and the other time. Oh, it was great. There was a bunch of kobolds that were terrorizing this town. So I went in there and I convinced them that I was a silver dragon, but in my humanoid form. They bought it. They fucking bought it. I was a god. I was a fucking god for like a day.
Did they leave wearing a trench coat?
What? That's such a silly question. No, I understand. Kobolds here are cool, and I get it. Good joke, man.
Joke. Yes. Humor, of course.
He didn't actually think it was a good joke.
Oh.
As you realize that, you guys have made your way along the streets. You pass by a building that is basically decked out with, you can see there's dog sleds outside. You can hear the yapping and barking of dogs in a kennel outside this building. It has a sign out hanging from the eave that is titled Frozen Far Expeditions. Provis points to it as you pass by. Says, oh yeah, Frozen Far Expeditions. If you need any sort of adventuring gear or anything like that, or oh man, there's a great guide that works out of there. Atanus is the owner, but he's old. He's old. He's not as spry as he used to be. Jartha. She's the dwarf Jartha in there. She's great with wilderness kind of survival-y stuff. So if you ever need a guide out there, she's the one. Also, adventuring gear. Yeah, buy local.
I definitely understand the importance of supporting small businesses, yes.
I mean, wherever we go, aren't we buying local if we're buying there?
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
I don't think there's many Walmarts up here.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, we don't got any franchise stores. You make your way to what looks to be more so like the town square. You see a long house down at the southwest corner, a more of kind of like a marketplace with snow-covered tents and tarpaulins. What looks to be where folks would vendor goods and things like that. Right now, there's just a couple of folks there selling fish in the center of the market. You do see a tavern with, even at this hour of the morning, people coming and going through it. And you notice that right by the front door, there seems to be as kind of like the tavern door swings open and you can see the warmth of the fire and the light from inside. You see right by the entrance, there's a table lined with like half flagons. Half flagons.
A half flagon. Does that mean like a smaller size flagon then?
Yeah.
Or
Like
they're
meant
filled half full.
Oh yeah, that was.
Or sorry, half pint. A half pint of
Oh, okay, so it's still like a regular cup size kind of a thing.
Well, I was looking for a fish GIF, so we'll just go with this one.
On the other hand, there is on the east side of the market square, you see what looks to be a more reserved building, and Trovis points it out as the inn. So the hook, line, and sinker is over there to the west, and then the Northern Light is here on the east side. Trovis points to the Northern Light, and he points to the front entrance of it, and he says, "Yeah, it got the Northern Lights right there. Got its name from its kind of crazy Aurora Borealis style magic lantern that hung above the entrance, but you can see it's not there. Got stolen last
I'm
night."
starting to understand why there's some reason that you were caring about a lantern being stolen. I thought it was just an oil lamp.
No. It's their thing.
I see.
Hearing the word lantern, I pull out my lantern and I light it.
Sweet, you got a lantern. What's that?
I'm ignoring him at this point. I'm looking at the lantern.
Looks like a normal lantern to me, man.
It's not, but is it? I assume it's not green. Then.
Yeah. Oh no, it is green. Oh wow, it turned green.
Oh, it's a pickle lantern.
A pickle lantern. But it's a cool lantern, dude. But it's not like the one. It doesn't change colors.
And it's not what this is about.
Oh.
And I look. I give it like a side glance to wherever I think Masco is.
Yeah, it's
Probably my hood
basically
somewhere.
you move around and the flame in it gravitates towards Masco.
I just put it out for now. I'm not gonna leave the group in this moment.
All right. So Trovis points to the side of the inn where there's some stablage and some kind of basically parking that you can leave your wagons and stuff like that.
We put our bears in with all the other.
Yeah, park your bears. It's like you're fucking bringing in. Usually, it's a 2-story war wagon as well. So it's like you got your fucking Toyota Corollas and Honda Accords parked outside the inn, and then you got this fucking giant mudding off-road vehicle just
we're trying to get a box truck into a parking garage.
Yeah, it's like the Canyonero from The Simpsons.
Exactly. Canyonero. So Trovis tells you though that over the past 3 nights, the color-switching magical lantern was taken from the Northern Lights. There was a pair of goats stolen from the local tavern, the Hook, Line, and Sinker, and a small sack of pearls that are carved into decorative-looking beads was stolen from the stores of the Frozen Far Expeditions.
Missing anal.
Wait, so it seems like there's one thing of value stolen from each place?
Yeah, it may just be that's the, the 3 main points of interest here, but there's been other stuff stolen as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not.
It's just those are the hooks.
That's not necessarily a pattern. Just
No.
that's what's been stolen. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we see any footprints, little footprints?
Yeah.
Where you are right now, no. The main square here has a crisscross of all different types of footprints. You do see smaller footprints in the snow, but it's hard to tell if they're the type that you need to be tracking, or if they're just kids or smaller folk from the village.
Yeah. I guess we go closer up to the actual northern light.
Mhm.
The lamppost is missing, and then look for damages, footprints.
So the crisp morning seems to it's a clear, crisp morning, not really bright, obviously, but there's no fresh snow yet. So all the footprints that have been here for the last few, days or so are still fresh. You haven't had a heavy blizzard come through here recently. More like that frigid tundra kind of snow. Walking up to the front porch, you look up and you see that there are indeed small footprints that lead from the porch and then down into the snow, like snowy footprints, and then they hop down into the snow and snake around the back of the tavern, of the inn.
And they're small specifically?
Yes.
But different from what we've seen before.
Hyrokin, you walk up next to Demavan, check it out. They're exactly the same footprints that you've seen in East Haven that were leading to and from the ferry.
Son of a bitch. My back hurts just looking at it.
Yeah, the stabbing pain comes back in.
I'm sure it's not just the accelerated age from the ghost.
Could be. Who can say?
The door opens of the Northern Light Inn, and a young woman steps out, and Trovis looks up and goes, "Oh, Corey! Look! I got some adventurers. They're gonna help us out." And the young woman, Corey, gives Trovis a baleful smile, and she says, "You look like shit, Trovis. I think you need some soup. Would you all like to come in, get a little bit of warmth? We can talk inside."
Oh, goody.
Is the soup made with fish and only fish?
She says, there might be some fish in it, but it's a hearty chowder.
I would enjoy this chowder if you have more for us.
Of course. I'll tell my sister to make a double batch.
Excellent.
Yes.
I can't get the taste of fish out of my mouth. I really need to.
She laughs and she just says, she's just like, "Well, you have obviously not been, you've obviously been in the lake towns, have you? It's kind of our staple." Well, come in. It's cold outside. I see you've parked your polar bear wagon around the side. Great. Awesome.
They are well behaved. Do not worry.
I'm sure. I would actually worry more about your sheep and goats.
Burn and Buttercup are good bears.
Yes. They look well fed and well trained.
They self-regulate their feeding.
I don't. I'll ask later why you are in possession of what looks to be a goblin war cart, but I guess
them.
It's ours now.
Adventurer's life, am I right?
That's right. They came at us.
All right, let's go. Come inside. She motions for everybody to get in.
Actually, I do believe we went at them.
It doesn't matter who came at who. Someone came at someone, and now we have a car.
So, inside the Northern Lights Tavern, it's warm and cheery and well appointed, and you get led to a table, enough chairs for all of you. She sits you all down, and Corey gives Trovis a chastising smile. She says, "Did you fall asleep outside again? I'm telling you, Trovis, one day you're going to have to stop relying on the kindness of strangers." Trovis looks back at her and is like, "It wasn't... I mean, their bear woke me up." She smiles, and she opens a door behind her, and it leads into what looks like a kitchen. And she yells out, "Eat something up for Trovis. He's been out patrolling again." And you hear from inside a more stern, gruff voice that's just like, "Ah, fuck. Okay, fine, but Trovis, you're gonna have to pay for this sometime." And the woman outside says, make it a double, please. He has guests." There's an audible sound of frustration from inside the kitchen.
How many nights has Trovis been doing this exactly?
Well, she looks over at Trovis, who's starting to nod off at the table, and he's propped up by propping himself up on his chin with the bottle, and he blinks. "Well, I've been trolling every other night ever since things started going missing." Lots of break-ins, robberies. Nobody's witnessed the culprits, though.
And
Only
how
clues
long ago
are...
Did they begin?
Yeah, only clues are... You see tracks heading off in the direction of Kelvin's cairn.
And when did it start?
Oh, about a week or so ago. Oh, actually, I was wrong. So Allie is the one who is outside. Corey is the one in the kitchen. Allie leans under the table and she says, "I think they're the local dwarves of the Dwarven Valley. They must have been, out of food or something like that, and they've just come into town and they just want to, steal some stuff from us just to, get some food or some valuables and go purchase food or things elsewhere."
Do the dwarves make
Well, I'm
the
sure you're
community
half right.
bad around here?
No. I don't have any problem with dwarves. It's just the footprints are small, like
Oh,
dwarf
I've got
size.
a friend that's a dwarf. It's okay.
But
It's very close-minded of you, but also you're probably right.
but I don't. She says the weirdest thing though is that nobody has heard these dwarves if they are the ones stealing things because a quiet dwarf is an oxymoron. So I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know what it could be.
Yeah, those dwarfs sure are loud, aren't they?
Absolutely. Have you heard them sing after drinking? It's insane.
Hirokin, what does your back tell you about dwarves and their silence?
Not all dwarves are silent. Sometimes there's dwarves. They have silent D's. They stab you in the back.
Allie,
Those dwarves just run around and backstab people and be loud. Oh,
It's
terrible.
true.
Allie pats you on the shoulder, Hirokin. She's like, I think you've had some trouble with whatever. Tell me your tale, my feline friend.
We were coming onto a boat and, we're legally allowed to do so in the service of the town we were in. And I was examining some documents that were left on a table there, and then I received, I kid you not, a poison blade to the back, wielded by none other than a little sneaky, tricky, beady-eyed, greasy-bearded Durgar.
She blinks her eyes. She says, wait, what? Durgar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It would also explain why their feet are so tiny.
What's a Durgar?
It's like a
Is dwarf, but cave.
Invisible.
They
Sometimes
come in,
invisible.
they
She
come
looks
in
at
two
you,
flavors, small and regular.
Yeah, Allie looks at Cora. She says, wait, what did you say? Invisible?
Oh yeah, I'm sure most of my group has figured out that it was the Duragar, but go on, keep trying to figure it out. It's fun.
Oh, mhm. Yeah. Wow, you guys are really seasoned adventurers. At this point, she gets interrupted as the door opens up and a more gruff-looking individual comes swinging out of the kitchen. Stern-looking woman enters. She's holding a tray filled with steaming bowls of soup. She places the bowl in front of Trovis and the platter in front of the rest of you. And she's like, "No regular dwarf did this. Someone would have spotted them. You're all right. Somebody would have caught him. Nah, I think you were right. Something invisible."
They were also stealing in East Haven as well.
East Haven's having the same problem?
Well, not anymore.
Popping
but-
up a lot.
Well, they weren't really stealing in East Haven, were they? They were just scouting out.
They
No,
were-
they were looking to steal Charlton.
You guys
Yeah.
caught them before they could actually get going with
Mhm.
thievery.
Yes, it seems like their primary goal is to steal Charlton. To power some sort of super weapon?
That you're just getting like blinking blank stare eyes
also space
From-
laser.
from
Yeah,
both
they
of
have some
the
sort
from both
of
of the
art.
women, and then it's just
Right.
punctuated by like a long slurp as Trovis is just tucking into the bowl of soup.
So anyways, yeah, well, there's problems happening here. I do
Well,
not know why they took your lamp.
oh yeah, well, the magic lamp, it just was the decoration outside. It didn't do anything other than just lighting up and changing colors and lighting the area around it. But
has there been any pattern or trend with what has gone missing between over the last week?
She nods. She says, "Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, besides the goats, everything has been something shiny, something, somebody's like fancy crystalware from their great ancestors was stolen. Some stained glass windows were broken and the pieces missing."
Sounds like magpies. But we already know it's not that.
Well, if you're all willing to help,
dwarf crossbreed.
I was going
Shouldn't
to
rule
say
out
the
that.
same thing, yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure they ate the goats. I'm sorry to say.
oh
Or
no,
they're riding them.
oh, that could, yeah.
No, they probably ate them.
Most likely
Probably,
they ate
but they
them,
could
yeah.
also be riding them and they'd be
I
really
will
funny.
like to. I would like to think of this. That is an amusing mental image.
Well, if you after you're done with your soup, you're willing to help us, we'll take you around the back. There's that's where the tracks are still fresh. The evening's freeze or last night's freeze kind of preserved them, and you can see them heading off in the direction of the mountain.
How far is it to the mountain from here? It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It's a couple hours trek, but all depending on how well you can, follow not get into any of the heavier snowdrifts. And well, your goblin wagon seems like it would be good enough to ford the snow and trek through, but I don't know
It's
about your
quite
goat
large.
cart.
We will just,
Yeah, they got stubby little legs. They should stay here.
yes.
Well, I think it's unsaid, but I'm pretty sure we're all interested in following up with this.
It seems to play right into what we were already looking for.
Two birds, one stone, or something like that. I don't know.
2 bears, 1 cart, I believe is the phrase they say up here.
Oh, I think I watched that one before.
All right. Well, the soup is excellent. Corey is a stellar cook, and it is a hearty kind of vegetable chowder. To your surprise, it's not just like a pure fish chowder. So somehow they have a supply of, maybe some vegetables stored beneath this inn. It's heavily kind of like parsnip and turnip and potato chowder type of thing. Hearty farmer's chowder. Soup. After you down those things, you just hear the sound of snoring as Trovis has passed out on the table. And Allie goes and grabs a blanket from one of the chairs by the fire and just drapes it over his shoulders. And she looks to you and whispers, "Follow me outside. Needs to sleep off his hangover. He does this a lot. He'll be fine, though. Don't worry about
Is
him."
it a recent thing, or has he always been a drunk?
It's a problem.
I can tell.
Doesn't really answer the question.
I think it does, actually.
It's probably been going on for a while, is what I'm gathering. But all right, let's go look outside.
All right. So she leads you around the back, and you can see in the crisp kind of like that. The snow right now is not that fresh powder, but it's that kind of like icy pack. It makes that weird like squeaking noise as you walk through it with your winter boots, just like that. The sound of almost like styrofoamy. And you get to the back, and you can see small dwarven footprints. They don't look like they're, miniature. It doesn't look like they went, minimized, super small. More so that they're just, dwarf-sized footprints. But they circle around from the front end of the Northern Light, and then they make their way off to the northeast toward Kelvin's Cairn. And I'll look at I'll bring you guys over to the main map in just a second, but Kelvin's Cairn, northwest of Fairconic. Kelvin's Cairn is to the northwest. So, you just look off in the distance in the dim morning light, and you can just see the footprints leading off towards the mountain looming in the distance. Allie looks at you all, bundled up against the cold, her breath frosting in the air. It looks like they're going that way.
Well, I guess we're on our original tangent then, huh?
Mm-hmm. The plan remains unchanged.
If you need any sort of dog sleds or things like that, you can go over to the you can make your way over to the outfitters, to urban outfitters, no, to Frozen Far Expeditions, and sure, if you explain what you're going to be doing, they'll be able to lend you some dog sleds if you're more interested in that. Otherwise, take your honkin' war wagon. It should serve you well.
Have we
bears,
named
one
our
lamb.
wagon? Maybe we should name it. Give it a...
Yeah.
No. You never name a wagon. Once you name it, trouble starts to happen.
Well, that's the thing, right? So we've got a lot of furry creatures in our group. I think we could call it the Shaggin' Wagon. What? Why is that funny?
I think we should brainstorm this a little bit more.
Perhaps since it is furry, we could call it the Furry Shaggin' Wagon.
Oh God.
I really think we need to brainstorm this more.
I love it.
That is 3 votes in favor, I believe.
Well, maybe we should shelve this for another time, but...
Yeah, now's not the time. You're quite right.
Well, we have 2 hours of travel ahead of us. We can discuss it for the next 2 hours, both in and out of character.
As Crick says that, Cora turns to Allie and says, "Where did you say the dog sleds were?"
You can find them at Frozen Far Expeditions, just down the road. He literally points around the corner. You can see the outfitters area the outfitters building that you passed by.
Only people that ride in the bear wagon get to decide the name.
Wait, you're right. That's
I
the name should
told me
be
to
the
come
bear.
along to say no to
It
yours.
has to be called the Bareback Shaggin' Wagon.
The bareback furry shaggin' wagon.
That's a little bit too much. I think we just stick with the Bareback Shaggin' Wagon.
I'm not
I
going to
can
be
get behind
associated with a vehicle called the Bareback Shagging Wagon.
Okay, you can call it the BBSW for short.
Why did you have that prepared?
Oh no! All right. Are you interested? Is anybody actually interested in acquiring? Not only, I mean, there's the Frozen Far Expeditions would have dog sleds that you could borrow for your journey, but also if you are interested in somebody to be a guide, there is somebody there that would be available to be a paid guide. Allie mentioned that.
Do we still have those shoes we got from the dwarves?
No,
I was going to ask about shoes.
No,
Yeah, let's
those,
get some.
you gave those back once you came back to the.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
This would be a good time to buy local and actually get some of those for
Yeah,
ourselves.
they would have them.
Yeah.
For snowshoes.
Yeah, let's stock up for like
spikes.
some winter exploring gear. Then we have the cash. We haven't really had a chance to spend it, and
We need to
Why
all
not?
get a grappling hook.
yeah,
It's true. Can't go unprepared.
We have to all dual wield grappling hooks.
yeah. And then we also have the wagon to stash things, and if we don't need to, go into town with it and stuff. So
Actually, if we're going to a mountain, we might want to get like rope and pythons.
Got it.
We might want
and
to
if we don't want to carry it with us, we can always
them.
say we just have backups and equipment in the wagon that we can always use if we need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cheapy. This is
That way, when you inevitably get a nat 1 on a grappling hook check and die, we'll have more grappling hooks.
Sorry, I only know how to crit with grappling hooks.
It's true.
All right. So, snowshoes would be able to be acquired there if you guys want to get them.
Yep, snowshoes, probably more pythons, since we're going to an actual, like, tall fucking mountain.
What about pitons? Can we get those too?
Pitons and pitons and pythons and bags of
P
caltra and
item.
bags of caltropes.
Tons of pee.
All right. Well,
Oh, don't worry, I've got plenty of that.
Oh, getting rid of some.
so
I do want to hear Kalis like do like a live reaction to Two Girls One Cup now.
Gross.
Oh,
Want to
that
see a
sounded
Kalis
so
reaction
well.
video?
It's
Yes.
totally gonna be like the
I just be like I imagine more it's gonna be like, oh, this is interesting. I don't understand it, but
So you guys make your way, walk down the street, feet crunching in the snow, down to Frozen Far Expeditions. Walking in, the bell rings, and you can see a half-elf individual behind the counter. Look up from what he was like tinkering with. It looks like he was trying to repair something. Looks to be, ironically, some snowshoes. And looks up at you and goes, "Oh, welcome to Frozen Far Expeditions. Ooh, it's an adventuring band. Nice. We don't see many of those here in town. What can I do you for?"
Just a couple copper.
Funny jokes. Sorry.
No,
what was
we need
you?
gear.
Okay, gear. Yeah, you got it.
I would like your finest boot rackets.
Boot rackets.
snowshoes,
Yes.
Yes.
pythons.
I
Yes.
would like some badminton equipment.
yeah.
Cora looks over and goes, Kalis, do you need another jacket?
Oh, goody. You are. That would be marvelous.
We need 4 more jackets for Kalis.
I can't put my arms down.
That's why he can't hit shit with his.
He just has to rotate his whole body to aim his hands in the right direction.
Yeah, he's just spinning around. That's great. So snowshoes will run you about 2 gold pieces, or run you 2 gold pieces for a pair. So anybody who wants a set of snowshoes, it's 2 gold pieces. He also sells the crampons, which are the tools that are basically like the metal plate with spikes that you can strap to the soles of your boot to climb on slippery things like ice.
We'll also take one of those.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds
Yeah, probably.
All right.
What
So
would they- how much
if
are
each
those?
of you want that, that would be 4 gold total, or 4 gold each.
okay.
Damn.
21 gold, I believe. No. 20.
I'm buying my own stuff. So.
Yeah, I just assumed.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody manage it yourself.
Yeah.
So everybody's buying the schnush.
That's right. I have a hook hand from a bald middle-aged woman in my inventory.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Could you?
Oh, right. Sorry, I got it wrong. I have to write it down and move it
A
correctly.
bald middle-aged woman with a hook for a hand.
Emo.
The thing is,
Wahara.
I have her hook hand, so now she no longer has it.
Well,
I-
it's still from a
It's
woman
the
with
hook.
a hook for a hand.
It's
okay,
the hook.
fair.
Hook
Past
from.
tense.
But
Well,
now we're like, it's like
Hook from a bald middle-aged woman with a hook for a hand.
Balding.
we're getting to like
Right.
epistemological
Balding.
like arguments here because is she still that when I have the hook? Like, I mean, I don't even
Mm,
know.
Well, here's the
Shut up,
thing.
Theseus, get on your boat.
Yeah, right.
She's dead, so she is infinitely in past tense.
My head hurts.
All right. Is there any
Foot
other?
rackets in
Is
my
there any other gear that you'd like to pick up here? Does Kalis want another jacket?
Yes, please.
They will another cold weather gear, another cold weather jacket. Just the jacket itself would run you 5 gold.
5 gold. I'm poor.
Are you though?
Yes.
What?
I'm,
Okay.
I'm dirt poor.
Okay. Somebody gonna buy it for poor Kalis?
I'm poor now after buying it.
Oh, got it.
By the way, the snowshoes and crampons have any particular weight, or does it not matter?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Crampons are quarter pound, so like they're half a pound for the pair. And then the schnoos are a lovely 4 pounds.
Oh God.
4 pounds for the pair.
I might not be able to carry this shit.
Well, that's okay because you do have the wagon that you're
goody.
you're planning to store some of the
Yeah.
stuff in. So I wouldn't
We
worry too much about the
We'll
weight
call
actually.
it the swaggin' wagon.
I usually don't
Swaggin',
think too
bro.
much about it, but if we're talking about like snow
What do you
survival
like that
stuff,
one?
it may come in important.
The
Alright.
bareback swaggin' wagon.
The swaggin?
The alternative spelling.
Yes.
Okay. This ranger, this half elf, actually, sorry, he's human. This human introduces himself as Atenas Swift. He is a little bit of an older individual, seasoned, salt and pepper beard and hair. and he mentions that if you are interested, his partner, his venturing partner here at the Frozen Far Expeditions, Jathra Farzash, she would be a excellent guide for you for a nominal fee of 10 gold.
Any relation to a tennis ball?
No relations to whatever that is.
A tennis racket?
No.
Right, the thing I have on my foot.
The tennis court?
No.
Oh, what exactly would we need a guide for?
Yeah, I mean the mountain's right there.
Yeah, we kind of.
Oh, if you're confident enough and know where you're going, then that's absolutely fine. She would just be of help to. She knows the area pretty well, and it would help you not to get lost. But if you're confident in yourself, more power to you.
Is she good in a fight?
You've seen her fair share of scraps.
So, kind of.
Yeah.
An extra body would
Does
not
she have a
necessarily
burning
be-
hatred of dwarves?
He is a dwarf.
Oh. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
how-
The question still stands.
Specifically Duragar.
Those damn Scots, they ruined Scotland.
He looks at you and he says, "Oh, well, I think all dwarves. I believe she's a shield dwarf. I haven't really asked her, but I think she is. Doesn't look like a hill dwarf. I think all the shield dwarves and even hill dwarves have a burning hatred for Duragar. They're kind of nemesises. Nemesi?
Well, then perhaps she would like to assist us in kicking some ass.
No, yeah, she's outside by the dog sleds. If you want to go and talk to her."
We will possibly look into that. Thank you.
He gives you a nod and goes back to repairing the snowshoes that he has. All right, what would y'all like to do?
I'm for just heading out. I don't know. Maybe it's worth checking, but
I don't know. It really depends. If we were to be like, hey, we're going to kill some Duragar, do you want to join us? And she's like, hell yeah. Then having an extra body is not gonna hurt.
but what if she dies and
We'll
her
also
soul
then
lay
have
on
a
her
really
conscious?
bloated body. Bloated group count.
Wait, I did not hear the first half of that.
Then we would have a really bloated group count.
Oh yeah, we already do. It's fine.
You got a full
You know, back
entourage.
in my day, adventurers would go out with at least 3 retainers, and you'd have cooks and everything. It was great.
Guys, next campaign we need to do a party where each of us are nobility.
Oh my god, fuck that. You just have all your fucking, oh god, retainers on retainers on retainers.
Yes.
That's how it was back in the day. We carried 10-foot poles.
Yep. Nobody around you, or yeah, you just, everybody has their shit being carried for them. Oh god.
And magic users couldn't cast cantrips either. It was a wild time.
Is that why you were really well versed with the crossbow?
Oh, I'm not good with shit.
I know that. It was more of a rhetorical not
Oh.
like you as yourself.
All right.
Either way, the future's now, old man. We got cantrips.
Here's now, old man.
All right. Well, if you want to go and talk to the dwarf outside, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, yeah, you guys can hitch up the wagon and head out. You do remember you actually have a map that indicates where a nearby Durgar outpost is.
That's right. I'm all for just hooking up the BBSW and rolling. We don't need a
I'm
guide.
not calling it that.
It is the BBSW now. That is
But
The bzzz-blah.
The buzzsaw.
I'd
So,
rather
yeah.
call it the hate train because that's how I feel right now.
okay. So yeah, if you're not, if there's no requirement to go and talk to Jathra, it's just an option for you. It's there. If you're confident, I mean, you take out the map and you can see like it is a pretty well copied map of the 10 Towns area. On it, you can see where Caer Konig is, the little town that you're in right now, and marked on the map with a kind of scribbled X and next to it written in Dwarvish. That you now know, it says outpost.
Yeah, I think we're okay. We have our destination. No need for a guide.
All right,
Make haste, find bears.
We could call it the bear-drawn swaggin motor vehicle. Or BDSM for
What's a
sure.
motor?
All right.
It does not matter. It's it's BDSM. That's all that matters.
All right. Well, you guys take care and bed down your 7 goats and sheep in the stable outside of the Northern Lights. Allie and Corey step out onto the porch, kind of watch you guys hitch up the bears and get the wagon rolling, and they give you a little bit of a wave as you slowly follow these tracks off into the distance, with Kelvin's cairn looming on the horizon. So, about half an hour goes by as your wagon plows through the snow, carving its way through the kind of packed ice or the packed snow that's around here. All of your breath frosted, getting cold, sitting inside the war wagon. A little bit warm in there just due to the body heat. You just hear the snow creaking and squeaking underneath the wheels. Every once in a while there's a snuffle or a low growl from the bears. But going is pretty easy. The tracks are very easy to follow. However, after a little while, you watch as the tracks meet another set of tracks.
Ooh.
So
a quarter
mile outside of town, there's a new set of tracks that are about double the size of the tracks that you have been following.
It's still like boot prints or shoes, or is it? They look different.
Who wants to examine them?
I will.
I can examine them. Or okay, yeah.
Yeah, either way.
Give advantage to Crix. Roll with advantages. You and Hyrokin will examine them. Give me a survival check to identify what these are.
Yeah.
Great. So, get off the wagon. Your boots crunching in the snow. You look at these things. They're large, what almost look like bare feet. Not like bear as in the animal, but bear as in like unbooted.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as the smaller footprints approach, and then you can see 2 lines that are kind of like bisecting these larger footprints. And you look at them and you sniff them, and your nose recoils from the stench. But you look at them and you recognize that they are ogre footprints.
Wait. Didn't our drunken friend mention something about kicking an ogre's ass?
Half ogre.
Half ogre.
But,
Maybe he found the other half.
yeah.
God, has it been on your list? Have you killed an ogre yet?
What?
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 Who killed an ogre?
What?
God.
Oh, I have wrestled with ogres. I don't know if I've ever killed one. They were the ones I wrestled. They were kind of nice to me. It would have been a shame. They smell bad, though. I'll give you that.
So you wrestled and tussled with some very nice ogres?
Yeah, our tribe was sort of a melting pot of various outcasts.
I'd look over at Crix.
I was not part of his tribe.
Oh no, I just continued that trend after I left the tribe.
The trap tribe? What?
Trap. I just misspoke. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Tribe.
Instead, I'm going to jot that down as the main point of your relationship. Is the tribe.
Yes. The trap. The trap. No. He was part of a tribe. I was part of a different tribe. We both ended up at the monastery. My tribe and my monastery burned down for, reasons.
That's like his like waving hands in the air. Mysterious reason.
At least one of them was an accident.
Well, a beautiful story, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I just got kicked out of my tribe because I was getting too old and lazy. Had to go find my own wealth in the world. Thanks, Dad.
I was kicked out of my tribe because I burned half of it down.
Only half, you say?
Well, the good half.
So it sounds like you should go back for the other half then.
No, I don't think they would appreciate that.
Well, okay.
I guess to be fair, I wasn't really kicked out in the sense that I can't go back. It was just more of a get off your ass, lazy bum, and go make some money.
If I went back, they would try to kill me.
Oh, let's not do that then.
No. I don't think they would pose much of a threat, but...
We could always kill them back, but I don't know if that's really the best idea, because I do not know anything about them.
Yeah,
Are they
there's
bad
not
people?
much. Yeah, they are lizard people. They eat other people.
So do you.
Only ones that are already dead. I don't kill to eat people.
That's a great alternative version of the shoot to thrill, but
Kill to eat! Kill!
Oh gosh, I inhaled spit because of that.
all right. Well, the
So
good.
you're like the
aha.
equivalent of a vegan lizard folk.
Huh?
Like, oh no, I don't go for the live ones.
I'd say almost probably more of like a grass-fed, open free range like
Free range lizard folk.
I don't believe in murder for survival, but I do believe in survival still.
You're eco-friendly.
Yes, it's better that those who are dead be eaten than left to rot.
I'm pretty sure murder for survival is just known as survival.
If it is animals, perhaps, but if it is people, that is
I've seen you kill a lot
questionable.
of people.
Yeah, but I don't eat them. Well, sometimes, but
I mean, yeah. You either ignite them or you eat them. It's one of the two. Sometimes
yes.
both.
Usually both. But I
It's
don't
very
go.
gross.
I think the difference here is I don't go out of my way to kill people for food. If I happen to kill somebody for another reason that is justified, and then I eat them, then it's fine.
Understood. I would not have been traveling with you if it was the other way around.
So, as you guys are having this conversation, who's driving the vehicle? Is it Demavan?
Probably Demavan.
Usually.
The driver
I
van?
almost said Dieter because D name.
Yeah, so Demavan, your eyes you're watching these large footprints that are kind of, that are follow the sled or are intersecting with like the sled skis. Suddenly you watch as the snow's texture itself changes. Pull the car to a halt as what looks to be like heavy winds coming off the mountain have blown away the footprints in front of you. But you're nearly at the foothills of this mountain. The outpost can't be too far away.
Trail's gone cold.
It's just what you would think that. Like you can see, like you're already almost in the shadow of the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, we can't follow them any farther. Can we tell, like, looking at our map, how close we are to the outpost? Roughly.
Yeah. You take the map out, hold it up, squint against the dim light. It's still not even noon yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like position yourself, kind of figure it out. Why don't you roll a survival check for me if you're looking at this map?
Hell yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. Okay. You realize you're on the right side of the mountain, so that's a good thing. And if you basically just head towards the base of the mountain that you can currently see right now, and maybe spend some time doing a little bit of searching, you're probably going to stumble upon this outpost fairly quickly.
All right, gang. Looks like we're getting ready to do some investigative work and some guesswork.
Game of I Spy.
Isn't that kind of what we all end up doing?
Yeah, pretty much. There is no plan.
Never is.
All right.
Never was.
This is the way.
So this is actually going to be a group check as you guys start to
Okay.
make your way to the out, or to where where you believe the outpost is. This is all about trying to look along the rocks, because as you get closer to Kelvin's Cairn itself, the Rocky Mountain rises above you, and it's basically just like a mess of dark cliffside mixed with snow cover kind of ledges and crags. And if there's an outpost in there, it's not apparent. You don't see any, fires or specks of light, which would make sense. Your knowledge of Duergar, that they are dark-dwelling individuals, so they're going to be keeping the lights out, probably. So you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled for this. So everybody roll me survival checks, please.
I think it's this way.
Kalis points towards the ground.
I have no idea.
Oh yes, I believe the ground is the correct way.
You all see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
How are you people so bad? We've been here.
I know. This is unfortunate. I'll roll for Valhana. Derpy, would you like to roll this, or are you okay with me rolling it? You want to click it? All right.
Come gather around. We're looking at something.
Clicking.
Rolling.
Yeah, I had it. Literally, could have just clicked. I had it moused over it.
Nope.
Got him.
Survival. You got it.
Oh,
you can do it.
God.
Okay. It's a 4.
You see it too?
Oh no! But I
There's like
wasn't.
4 of us all gathered
No.
around staring at a rock on the ground.
Oh yes, yes, this is very engaging.
All right. So,
I can see why they'd be after this rock.
there's
Do
basically.
you think it is like a secret button that shows us the entrance?
Try to push it over.
Okay, I pushed the rock.
Give me an athletics check.
Paul means too.
You watch as Thad backs up, runs.
Nope, not a button. Nope. Right, I should look elsewhere.
So an hour passes
have
as
to
you
say a magic
guys
word.
search around for any sign of this encampment or this outpost. After that hour passes, though, as you guys are just kind of like meandering back and forth along the foothills at the base of Kelvin's Cairn, you do see a strange glow coming from what looks to be down in like a little like gully or valley in one of these foothills.
Hmm. I would like to approach the glow.
I was gonna say I had that before.
Okay, so, and I would imagine also, since this had to be kind of like a bit of a search thing, like Demovan's driving the cart, but everybody's kind of out on foot, going slow, just kind of like looking around for any sort of thing. So
So breaking in those snowshoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So as you rise over this little bit of hill and look down into this gully, you see a tree, actually. Tree, no leaves or any kind of foliage on it. However, the glow is coming from what looks to be frozen orbs in the branches of the tree. And then there is another glow from what looks to be the antlers of a reindeer, of one of multiple reindeer that are like basically underneath the eaves of the tree, just kind of grazing there. And you can see that there's little tufts of what looks to be like scrub grass peeking out from the frozen tundra there. These reindeer are just kind of munching at each of them.
The reindeer themselves are glowing?
One of them is. So
One is.
yeah,
Okay.
so not the entirety, the antlers are glowing.
Wait.
So
You have to be
Crix,
careful. I've heard of these reindeer that come from a place called Nurchobel. We
Crix,
have to be careful.
Crix, as you look over this ridge, with your passive perception, you notice that the orbs in the trees are like slowly moving and rotating. They're actually not attached to the tree itself, but floating there in the branches. You also notice that there is a snowy owl perched on one of the high branches of the tree.
Oh. Okay, so snowy owl
And some reindeer.
and some reindeer. And then glowy orbs.
It's one of those Skyrim puzzles, and we have to find the third animal.
Yeah. I was gonna
Find
say,
the howling wolf
where's the
statue,
like
yeah.
the snake?
Yeah. Keep flipping it until they all line up
Wow,
correctly.
those are some creepy reindeer. Let me zoom in. Yeah, those are like undead reindeer.
You
No,
know, no,
they-
like fey reindeer.
Yeah. You look at them; they don't like have bits and pieces of them missing or anything like that.
Okay.
They just have these. it's the same icon for all of them, but one is basically looks like this with this like large glowing horns. Let me give you actually.
That's the
there's a
lead singer.
cool.
Oh, the effects on the orbs.
Oh, they
That's
are
so
spinning.
cool.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So here you go.
They're
This is an example of what you're seeing.
Okay.
So like one of them looking probably
Those are
like
some pretty vicious looking antlers.
I'd like to like hold a hand up, like for everybody to like slow down. And I'm going to ritually cast Speak with Animals.
I would like.
okay. So you start to ritually cast that. Let me just check something really quick.
Does looking at this kind of just scream Faye, or
It does and it doesn't. It's like so like to Valhana and to Korra, it gives off some big Fae energy, but it's not it's hard to tell. It just like gives you that energy, but it gives you more of kind of like a nature magic vibe.
I'm asking the voice in my head.
Okay. Yeah. So the voice chimes in. Well, this is quite pretty. Ooh, I like the orbs in the tree. I kind of want one. Also, those reindeer look like they might be good to eat. I don't know.
Unhelpful. Do you know what they are?
They're reindeer, silly.
Under my breath out loud is I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You say it out loud?
Under my breath, but yes.
Oh.
Oh, no, we probably shouldn't kill the deer yet. We don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
Like up the but it's not working.
This isn't about the stupid name for the stupid cart.
Yeah, maybe something more shorter, like the Yif Skiff would be better.
Jesus Christ.
That is
Horse
great.
walking down the
Yif Skiff is great.
side.
Okay. However, as you peek over the ridge, Crix, and look there, that reindeer with the glowing antlers, you see it lift its head up from eating the bits and pieces of kind of scrub grass, and it turns to you, and it speaks.
Oh.
Yes, it speaks, and you understand it. You're the only one who understands it, and this is before you complete your spell.
Okay.
I actually would, Kalis, would you inherently understand all languages, or is it something you need to cast?
It's something I would cast, but I would definitely do it semi-regularly just to check up on the bears to see if they're bullshitting or not.
Cool. So if you just kind of have it passively on, you hear this as well. Speaks the language of the trees. It speaks the language of the earth. It speaks the language of the wind. Not primordial, but druidic.
Oh.
And it looks to you. It looks at you.
Kalis understand Druidic?
I can comprehend languages.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
comprehend.
but I didn't think Druidic was considered part of that.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't think it is. I don't think Thieves' Cant or Druidic are part of that.
You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. If it is a spoken language, then I would know.
Yeah, Thieves' Cant is different because Thieves' Cant is
It's
like
a symbology, like a symbol.
Yeah.
It's like you having a rough day on a Tuesday. Is like I'm gonna go stab someone. You know, like,
Thieves' Cant is Cockney slang where you wouldn't. So Druidic is that kind of ancient language of the earth of nature. The reindeer speaks out in Druidic and says, "You come and disturb our ritual."
I speak back in Druidic. I apologize. I did not mean any offense. We stumbled upon you quite by accident.
You will become Oral's trophies, stored in
we
her
will
frozen
not.
fortress. And then he lowers his horns, and all of them start to charge at you.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Oh shit! Am I going to have to punch a deer?
You will.
Time to
Okay.
make some jerky
I was gonna
boys.
ask because like
Deer
doesn't the
punch.
owl have to do with oral? And then it's like, no, it's just that's too much metaing probably.
So let's
Yeah,
let's
it's
roll
really
initiative,
pretty
and then we're
much.
gonna take a break before we do this round of combat.
Yeah.
Deer punch.
I also want to say that Laura had started to head down the.
Sure, you guys can
Hey.
position yourselves wherever you would believe you would be before this like moment. Like Crix is at
Probably
the top
here.
of the little cliff.
Yeah, I'd be right up there too.
Glad I rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
I mean, you're probably taken aback that this thing just like this deer, and you actually watch as it like it does that like fucking Studio Ghibli shit where like the mouth moves. Like it's not speaking thought. Like everybody hears this thing speak.
Mhm.
So everybody hears it talk, but only 2 people comprehend what it's saying.
Every time an anime has it where a monster doesn't move its mouth, they're saving hundreds of thousands. It's like ridiculous.
But every time they do, it's so impactful.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we will come back after a quick break. Everybody grab a snack, get ready for some fun combat, and we'll be back in
Hell
10
yeah.
minutes.
Fun.
Not allowed.
Be right back.
took our love and I put it on ice. This bed is cold and it don't feel right. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that, no. If you give me space, then I'll give you the sky. Yeah, you got me thinking we could try. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that. When I said it's over, thought I really meant that. Now I'm wanting you back, so just hold me closer. Ain't nobody like us, now I know. So come on and love me like you did before. Tell me I'm worth fighting for. Show me that there's something more. We can do better. Brick by brick we built these walls, but tonight we'll watch them fall. So love me like you did before. We can do better. We can do better.
Counting down the days till I get you face to face. Tell you what you already know. Whatever the distance, one thing sure. I don't care about miles, care about you. Think if you smile, and baby I'm cool. Long as I got you wherever I go. Baby, I'm already home. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. I'm already home. Whoa, oh, oh. Baby, I'm already home. Whoa, oh, oh. I'm already home. Whoa, oh, oh. Baby, I'm already home.
Already home. I try to go here, I try to go there. Baby, I'm already home. I'm already. Baby, I'm already home.
because no one ever thinks of it. But you know,
Yeah.
if you
Sorry,
have that,
I just got back. What was it?
It's fine.
Small creatures being able to fit into smaller spaces.
Oh.
So the thing I
that
used
comes up
to-
several times in it comes up several times in fact TOA. And TOA has several stroke.
Yes.
It has several instances of that.
He's gone.
Yeah, I don't know if that balances out not being able to use heavy weapons though.
Well, only maybe 3 classes use heavy weapons.
Yeah, but that's another thing is I'm trying to buff strength and nerf dex a little bit with the stuff I'm doing.
Dex is incredibly superior to strength. Strength is
Mhm.
garbage, and
Yeah,
also
and
con
that's-
cons are worthless too.
Yeah, no. Concentration checks as a druid, kind of need them.
All right,
Not if you
let's get this shit going, friend.
Your shit's going.
Woohoo! All right,
Won't punch a deer.
Is Neon back?
Neon. Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
She just wasn't putting up with our bullshit yet.
Yeah.
Oh, which
Absolutely not.
which of these deer that we can see was the glowy horn boy?
I'll mark
That's the
them.
one that's glowing.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, there is one that's glowing. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 No kidding.
Can we just talk about the Yif skiff real quick?
Nope.
How long were you waiting for that one?
I was trying to think of something that rhymed with Yif for like a while, and then it just skiff came to
I
me.
mean, that was pretty good. Yeah.
All right. So top of the round is Hirokin.
I am going to get very upset about this. And put the glasses away. Like, oh, you can't just venison. And then we're gonna go crazy.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm just gonna yump it down here.
Okay.
Like probably right in between those two.
Sounds good. So you anime slide down the cliffside, landing in the snow, and run towards the reindeer here.
Long live the king.
All right, what would you? Yeah, but which one would you like to attack?
I'm going to recklessly attack the one on the right.
All right, this one right here. All right, that absolutely hits
Do
it.
both. Yeah.
All right, thud into it, nearly felling it in one blow.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh,
So
Yo,
big,
these deer are weak.
yeah, big boy probably is bigger though, and more of a boy. I don't know.
So it thuds into the side of it. Your war pick, like big slorping hit as you watch as it bleeds, and it yells out in pain. In Druidic, they all seem to be able to speak Druidic.
What are you saying?
It just like it's like random thing, but it yells out. Crix and Kalis recognize it. He just says, "Ow."
Ouchie.
A deer after my own heart.
All right. Up next is the reindeer who's glowing, who's going to take just a step forward and is going to thud against you. A hoof attack. Boom. All right. 23 to hit
Yep.
for 10 bludgeoning damage. Halved because you are raging.
Yep. And then it's gonna take D6 back.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. So what is that? What does it look like? So this thing catches you on your side. Its glowing antlers are like lowered like a bulldozer and it just kind of like runs into you, catches you, bludgeons you, but
Wait, man, just, like, it just kind of digs into my side, and then from inside the pet badger just kind of
yeah.
from the folds of Hirokin's fur just bites on the ear that comes through.
Yeah, like that thing was still there. Crazy. All right. So yes, it will bop him. The reindeer, surprised, staggers backwards, yells out in Druidic, "What the fuck?" All right. Up next is another one of these reindeers. This one digs its hooves into the ground and will run forward, charging at Cora.
Oh, hi.
So, yes, it will use its charge ability, running straight towards you, and will ram.
It's Cletus.
A 19 to hit.
That hits.
That's not Cletus.
Okay, so it will do 5 bludgeoning damage and an extra 8 bludgeoning damage. So for a total of 13. Give me a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay.
Nice. So you anime fucking stop this thing. What does that look like?
Cora. Well, first she's like focused on Crix when he's talking some weird ass language. Sees the cat jump off the cliff, and then sees this deer running up and just kind of plants her feet and just like, oh, okay, so we're doing this, and then catches the horns in front of her.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out the one time Crix has been polite, he got punished for it.
So yeah, you catch it on you catch it on your arms, Cora. You take the damage, but as the thing tries to throw you to the ground, you stand strong on your feet. All right, Hyroken, this one will just rear up and rain its hooves down on you. A 14 to hit.
Don't do it. That'll miss.
All right, so you.
Doesn't it get to hit twice because I reckless on the...
Oh, you are right. I will do that again. What a good guy. 11, still misses.
Those respect the hustle.
Yeah, respect. All right. Is it whenever it attacks? It has to hit you.
Oh, it hits. Yeah, it has to hit me.
Okay.
Never mind.
Cora.
Yeah. So she'll say, "All right, my turn," and then activate my cloak.
Okay. The shimmer and sparkle appears around Cora.
Where is?
Fuck these reindeer up. I like venison. Let's eat them.
We can agree on one thing, not the other. That was my bonus action.
I was looking for the Twilight Princess goat, when the goat charges you thing. Couldn't find it, but I did find this.
God. Oh yeah, that poor kid.
Oh.
Ow!
Dude, kid's concussed.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay. I'm gonna Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. On which one? The one in front of you?
Yes. And we're just gonna do...
Oh wow.
He's so happy beforehand, too.
That's a lot of damage.
Fails it.
Woo!
Okay, this one nearly is just watches its on 4 of its legs. It wobbles, and its head weaves back and forth, trying to figure out where the fuck the whispers are. You hear the whispers in Sylvan as your captive just like harries and terrifies this reindeer. But yeah, nearly felling it. It staggers, standing back up, barely able to stand.
Okay.
Aelus.
You look good. I'll help everybody else. I'm gonna go ahead and rush up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and lap the right one. Screw you and your talkingness.
How dare you use words?
2 of them yeah, you know why this makes sense? Is he's so bundled up that Kalis, you have to turn sideways. So 2 scorching rays launch out of your one hand, flying over Valhalla. Both of them, shoom, shoom, flying over Valhanna's head. You realize oh shit, I got to use my other hand, and you fire at the one down on the ground, and it pierces through it. You see it launch out the other side as there's a burning hole in this reindeer. It falls to the ground, very, very dead.
Oh, I need to change out my hand. It's hot.
All right. Timavand.
Gonna push my way down the hill, pull out the javelin that Valhalla gave me, and just give it a sticking.
The one right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this one barely able to stand. You hit it.
Oh.
They don't wear. They're not wearing any armor.
Deer,
They're
so,
deer.
Yeah.
All right.
8.
With a with the precision of a Spartan and their spear, you just walk up and just put it in, pull it out. The thing just like it barely even reacts as you just watch as it just crumples to the ground with a puff of snow. Dead.
All right. Then I'll slide down the hill here.
Okay.
And just stand next to Hirokin, shield out.
Okay. Standing there, shield out, back to back with your feline friend, you watch as on top of the tree, the owl suddenly changes shape.
Oh. Oh,
You see now, standing on top of the tree, a figure, humanoid figure, wearing animal pelts and with a painted face.
That's not the same person as the owl.
Oh god, that looks exactly like the Yeti costume from the WoW thing.
So you, you see this standing up there.
Oh, Schweppes, that's not
intense.
Their eyes narrow, looking at you, and wordlessly, they begin to cast a spell. One hand holding onto the tree, and a spell. You hear them speaking Druidic. Crix and Kalis, you hear this thing say, "Oril, help me. I need the power. Show me your power." And suddenly, the cloud-filled sky above opens up, and a beam of light streaks down, striking Hyrokin and Demovan.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
They called an ion cannon.
Okay, I need... give me a moment.
My favorite spell, Druidic Railgun.
Yeah.
We're all
I need you both. I need you both to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Nature's coming.
Dump stat.
I'll use my inspiration on this.
I won't. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I should be fine.
Oh shit!
I'm thick.
Look at you guys, your +5s. Thick squad up front.
Okay. Cool. So it burns. It comes down from the heavens and will burn you as this moonbeam. It's hidden for me. Sorry. 19 radiant damage. Full to Hyrokin and half to Demovan.
Ain't no thing, chicken wing.
Okay. And the druid will stay there on top of the tree, holding on to a thick branch, bracing themselves. Okay. The reindeer on the other side here will come out this way, and then run, ramming into Hyrokin. A crit.
Yikes.
Will you impose?
It's normal.
I think I
to
can.
do it.
On a creature, you can see. Yes, because Hirokin is within 5 feet of me. I'll impose disadvantage.
But I was raging, so is it just normal then?
The rage doesn't cancel a crit.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like the fighting with protection won't do anything.
It's advantage and disadvantage.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, his advantage. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Because it hasn't been Hyrokin's next turn yet,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, this nails you for a lovely 7 damage half. But because it did ram you, 20 feet straight, ram attack, it will be an extra 46 damage.
Oh no!
Cletus needs to learn something.
14, so 7. And give me a strength saving throw, please.
I should be good at these.
Yep, you're good. So even though this thing slams into you, nearly knocking you over, once again, your claws on your feet, your claws through your boots, dig into the ice. You brace yourself, standing strong.
You Flintstones your boots.
All right, Valhana. Let's see, what can she do? She notices people are hurt, especially Mr. Hyrokin.
She
Yes.
kills Hyrokin.
What would it be?
Goes for the weak one.
Poison.
You do have Healing Word. Okay. So, Healing Word are within range for it as well. So healing word on Hirokin. 7 healing.
Nice.
All right. And then your homunculus. Which one do you want to shoot? There is a reindeer that has been hurt over here. Okay, easy enough. Comes homunculus. Force strike. 17 will hit it, dealing 3 force damage. Oof. Thuds into it, but not enough to fell it. Still very hurt though. Thad, go to town.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some drugs.
I'm gonna pull out the potion of boldness I've been holding on to for a while. I have no idea what it does. I'm gonna pop it up, look over to Valhalla and be like, "Bottoms up."
Oh, it's her potion. Yeah.
Yep. So bonus action, I assume to.
Yes, bonus action to chug chug a potion for sure.
Yes. So I don't know what it does, but I'm chugging it.
All right, cool. So experimental elixir, boom. It is a boldness. You roll a d4 and add that number roll to every attack roll and saving throw for the next minute.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, you get a personal bless.
Yeah. Okay. Second question: how far up is this? I guess they're a frost root is what it says. How far up in the tree are they?
That tree is like 30 feet up.
Okay. Second follow-up question: how does a grappling hook mechanically work? Can I try to slingshot my way up into the tree with it, like swing Tarzan style, and try to like? Because I'm up on the reason I'm thinking this. I'm on top of this little cliff. Maybe if I can hook like the branch.
I would be willing to let you do a difficult attack roll followed like a dexterity attack, followed by an acrobatics check.
Fuck it. Go big, go home. We're gonna try it.
Okay.
I pull out my grappling hook that I've been holding on to. This little side eye over to Dimavand. And then I'm going
that
to
or become the system.
Yeah. I'll aim at a branch here, and with my big brain, I'm trying to calculate like a circular path to try to swing down and back up and land somewhere up in the tree.
Okay. So give me just a d20 plus your dexterity.
Okay. No proficiency or anything, just straight up dex.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to use my advantage on this one.
Yeah, use your inspiration.
Inspiration for that for sure. So first roll. I'm glad. Okay, damn it, it's 14.
Okay. No, that's enough that you watch it. It latches into the. Uh-oh.
Oh god.
We're gonna hit the mic.
It latches onto the frozen branches of the tree. Yeah. And you pull on it, feel secure.
Then we're gonna, if it's part of the same action, I will go ahead and try to.
Well, this is I'm gonna call this like your movement. Like that was your action was to launch onto there, and now the movement part of this will be doing a swing down and landing up in the tree. So go ahead.
Yes.
Give me an
This
acrobatics
is like
check.
every video clip you've seen of people trying to swing into a lake and failing.
Yes.
So, athletics?
Acrobatics.
Chuck, you're gonna
Oh,
succeed this
acrobatics.
time.
Okay. Oh, good. I'm actually better at those. Let's do this.
Okay.
13.
So, it is not. It's not the most. Oh, boldness. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a very bold thing you're doing.
I'm
Okay,
gonna call it.
15.
Yeah. So 15. That's pretty. That's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. So, you're able to swing down George of the Jungle style. You let out a war cry. What does this sound like? I love it. All right.
It sounds like the beginning of like a death metal song.
Shogun looks up in awe.
Yeah.
All right.
I give you a little nod as I'm in midair.
So yeah, you swing through the air, and I'll place you. You land in the tree. Not like it's not perfect enough to land up at the top. However, you do land in the branches. You fall. You brace yourself against the branches, and you find yourself like basically right there.
And this is, so I'm a little bit below.
You are a little bit below them. You're basically like 10 feet of climbing up to where the druid is at the top of the tree.
Perfect. So next turn I could probably get up there. Yep. So I crash in there. Go. Oh, yep. Lava sap. Yep. Very full.
Yeah. The tree itself, and now that you're close to these orbs, you notice that they are like rotating orbs of what looks to be pure ice.
Interesting. Oh, and they're just like hovering on their own. Then they're not touching anything.
Not touching the branches or anything like that.
Okay. Also, just real quick, these little other specks that aren't rotating, Are those just effects, or are there any like little like lights as well on top of these?
Looks like very like the faint beginnings of more of these orbs.
Okay, related to it, but not the same thing. Gotcha. Neat. Thad must think carefully about what he's just done.
All right, this other reindeer will charge up the hill, seeing that there's like multiple, like there's a dead body right there. It'll charge and try to go up the hill and attack Crix. I will have it do a athletics check to see how it does going up this hill. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It fucking Chad reindeers itself up the hill and will slam into Crix a 12 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay, so its foot slips as it hits the top of the cliffside, rock sliding down, loses its footing, and its horns dig into the snow, carving a crest of frozen ice into the air around you, Crix. All right, Crix, it is your turn.
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
Yep.
Let's see. What do I want to do? Fucking, I have no spells prepared that are good for this fight.
Yeah, which is
Really
like
sucks.
This is the way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking stab this dude next to me then.
do it.
I cast stab.
I cast spear.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah. For
Okay, 3
3
piercing damage.
Nice.
You're able to catch it as it slides past you, throwing snow into the air. A quick strike into its large neck. Okay, Hyrokin, top of the round. Let me just check something. Going back. Blah blah blah.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing to the one that bonked me really hard.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. D6.
Ah, take that.
All right, the badger kicks it. Your badger friend slams at it. Okay. I am just checking Moonbeam. The spell ends. Oh. So you don't. I was wrong. You guys would be making your saves now, so don't worry about it. You've already taken your damage. So it's because it's when you start in the turn. You start your turn there or end your turn. Or sorry, when you enter the spell's area for the first time on a turn or start its turn there. Searing pain. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Am I still in an area of searing pain? Should I move?
Yes, it is centered, basically covering you and Demovan.
Okay. I'm going to bonk this one again.
Go ahead. Yeah.
For the first time.
Hits.
Recklessly.
Yes. Okay. Another 6 damage on it. Ooh, it
All right.
staggers backwards. It's looking hurt, but
It
still standing.
staggers backwards.
Boo.
I get it.
I'm going
because
to
it's a stab.
give out a daunting roar.
Ooh.
Is my bonus action.
Oh, wow. Every creature within those two. Okay. So both of them will need to do the... Oh, wow. That's really cool. An AoE. AoE scary.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's
Just
alien.
straight up intimidating shout.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
10,
about to say,
3. They
straight up what it
they
is.
both fail.
That's right, bitchachos. And then I'm gonna
That's a new one. I like it.
and then I'm just gonna take the area of effect there. I'll start working my way up through these brambles. So that one wants to hit or attack of opportunity from the other one.
Okay, so they're afraid. There will be a hoofy boy attack on you. If they're frightened of you, are they?
That'd be a
frightened.
disadvantage then.
Let me.
So
yeah.
just normal.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good. Okay. All right, Dons. Okay, cool. They'll just be at normal on you. Hoofy hoof attack. Bonk, a 9 will miss. Okay. And you'll use movement to get there. Give me an athletics check. As you'll start to basically climb up. Yeah, good enough. You're raging. You have advantage on these things right now.
I was gonna say
So-
I am climbing.
Yeah, just
I
a
cannot
cat.
get down as a racial feat.
Hirokin, also, could you roll me a perception check, please?
But of course.
Okay. You I'm going to pull you into this room really quick.
Okay, bye.
When that moonbeam burned you and Demovan, you watched as Demovan's face nearly slid off.
Oh.
But then
Interesting.
he grit his teeth and his form reverted.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll probably just ask you later, but good to know.
Yep.
Let's do that one before.
Yeah, that's a new one.
BB-8's in the background too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Jesus. Okay. So, all right, Hirokin is climbing up. The other reindeer is angry? Question mark. Actually, I've been trying to find a good an icon or some spell icon for this stupid moonbeam, and there's nothing that looks good. There we go.
A circle.
Moonbeam is definitely a hippie name too.
Basically sent
Yeah.
you like right there. There's only a 5-foot radius. It's not that big of a thing.
Moonbeam Star Child.
Yeah, exactly.
Demovan made a save already. Hirokin. All right, reindeer time. This reindeer is going to swing at Demovan.
Yep.
Reindeer attack. Oof. 10. We'll miss.
The old Santa Slammer.
Yes.
Don't ever call it that again.
Jesus Christ. All right, Kolra. Kolra, there's a dead reindeer in front of you, and three that are still up and alive. One of them is attacking
Yes.
Crix. The other ones are down, carrying Demovan.
Would I have from me directly to the druid in the tree, like not going up the tree, just a direct line of sight? Would that be 60 feet?
Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck geometry. It's 60. Just if you draw a line to it, you draw a line. Yeah, it's good enough.
Chuckles screams
Okay.
internally.
Cora quickly looks at the reindeer that came up the cliff, notices that it's going for Crix and Avalhana, and immediately doesn't care.
Nice.
Yeah, that checks out.
Turns her attention to the druid, and she's gonna pump all of the magic the voice in her head gives her into her spell.
Okay, cool.
So the
Give it all you got, baby.
Is Austin Powers your...
Yeah, her captive. I mean, yeah, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, baby.
Magic powered by Mojo.
All right, so what does that do? You fucking tell me.
I gotta tell you.
Still has to
Austin
make the
Powers
save.
can
It's
do
still
that.
Dissonant Whispers, but the 7 damage is added onto the 10.
Cool. You have to roll some fun shit.
I do after this goes through.
Okay. All right, give me a second. Wisdom saving throw. Also, you notice that this the druid, the frost druid at the top of the tree, in one of their hands, they have what looks to be a icicle. No, but it is like a sickle, like a weapon, the sickle type of weapon carved out of wicked looking like frozen ice. All right, wisdom saving throw. Public. 21.
Oof. Okay, half damage.
Okay. They will need to
Half
make
of the 10 or half of the 17?
half of the 17,
Half
right?
the 17.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that 7 was like added on after or not.
The 7 is added on the damage as a whole.
Gotcha.
Sweet. Okay, so brain fart. That's 8 damage to it. Okay.
Oh, fuck!
All right.
Nice. I mean,
Do I need to go look at that sheet again?
Yeah, hell yeah. What are you throwing?
Yeah, do you want me to me just to
Yeah.
roll on it again?
Roll it.
Okay.
Roll it. D20 plus whatever. Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh no! All right. Well, what you see what this does? What does this look like? I'll have you roll something for it. but the voice in your head is just like, oh, your defenses are lapsing, aren't they, my girl? You don't need that. Take that armor off. Throw it away. You like to be free. Like to be one with the wild. Take the hits.
I would say more. If it doesn't get thrown off, it starts to get eaten by the magic she used.
Okay. Yeah. So her Kolra's armor starts to almost almost disintegrate. You can't tell if it's disintegrating or if it's just being absorbed into this like shimmering cloak that envelops her. All right.
Right.
The druid will need to make a Constitution saving throw here. Oh, fails it. Moonbeam falls away.
Yeah. No more Mooney Beam.
What is armor calculation without armor?
10.
10.
There's an earthquake.
I think
it's
it's
10
10
plus plus minus your dex.
Yeah.
So this would also
I have
mean-
12.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
11.
I would say this means Demovan never took the damage from the Moonbeam.
whatever. And then if you want
I'm
to,
okay with it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Kalis.
I'm gonna drink my Boldy potion.
Nice. You also seeing that Thad drank it and was able to swing like Tarzan from a tree.
Yeah.
It'll have the same effect on me, right? I'm gonna
Honestly,
go
old
ahead.
man, swing for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my shot. The first shot is gonna hit the reindeer. The second two are coming for the druid.
Okay.
So
Your shot.
take this. Pew. And then the next two are going for the druid. Pew, pew.
Oh, consecutively better.
All right, so the first one is against the one right in front of you, right?
The reindeer, yeah.
All right, so that one takes a nasty scorching ray right across its haunch, its fur on fire, nearly falling down dead, but still standing barely on wobbly legs. The other two shots, yes, thud, both of them thud and hit the frost druid, who's standing on top of the tree. Yeah, takes a nasty hit from it.
Yeah, I'm doing something.
Yes, you are.
I finally put my arms down.
Yes.
Like,
All right.
my gloves are now just on like fire now. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, the ends of the heavy like winter coat that are kind of covering his hands are now just like smoking, almost looking like the barrels of large guns as they're just smoking and scorched. All right, Demovan.
All right. Demovan will do a sick, cool guy spin move around this deer. Juke him.
All right,
and
there
I
will
will-
be an attack of opportunity on you. Hoovy
Will I?
hoof.
Will there?
I mean, what? You? Oh no. Okay, yeah. You're out of range. You're out of range of that one.
Yeah.
Correct.
Spin move.
Bah.
Throwing the javelin up here.
Swing.
26.
Wow.
Yeah, the druid, recoiling from being hit by two scorching rays, looks at the the charred skin on their chest, and then suddenly from the side, right into their gut. They look down at it and growl at you.
Do you get
So that-
crits on 19 with your sub? I don't know which one you're playing.
That's
Okay.
the Chad Master one.
And that's
Not
also
yours.
later.
And then I'm also going to put in
Gotcha.
a medicine attack. She takes extra 3 and then has to wisdom save. Or be spook.
All right. Be spook of you.
Yes.
Feet.
So a total of 9 damage on it. That cool, huh? And then will wisdom save, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
25.
Oh, she doesn't
Bro,
fear
he's
the
not
eater.
afraid. She's not afraid. Action surge, throw again.
Don't.
All right. So as the druid is reaching down to pull this javelin from, pull the short chubby
Don't worry, I
spear.
got it.
Yeah, it just goes. They just look back at you once again, putting a hand over the open wound.
Oh, no, you can have it back.
Right back in the same hole. Oh, fuck.
Another 9.
Ow.
With the spooky attack.
Okay, additional 8 damage too. Gosh, that's a lot of damage.
Damn.
That's a lot of damage.
You just double tapped her.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Alrighty.
A casual 26 damage, and
Yeah.
Fourth level.
Save 15.
At range,
Just,
yeah. Okay.
just saves. Okay. We're gonna do this like we did before, though. So once again, even though the moonbeam is gone on the Frost Druid's turn, they once again throw their hands to the sky like they don't care, and the moonbeam appears once again. We will have. I'm gonna just do it now because they're looking really fucking busted. So the moonbeam appears above Demavend and Hyrokin once more. Fuck this map, Jesus Christ! Oh, earthquake!
The universe shifts beneath me.
Give me a moment. Color. Yes. It doesn't do. That's ugly. Never mind. Oh, I forgot that that's actually wrong. I think. Whatever. There it is. It's right below you. Don't worry. Okay. I need both of you to make con saves, please. Again.
All right.
Demavend at disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Thick boy.
You are a thick. Doom. Moonbeam again.
No.
Oh wow! This time much less damage as they are injured. Oral is not. Oral is definitely not favoring one of her disciples right now as they are failing terribly.
You're embarrassing me in front of the wizards.
Yep.
Yeah. Wizard, singular, but you know.
Okay, so both of you take half of that damage. So 4 radiant damage. Hyrokin, give me another perception check. Okay, too occupied with scampering up this tree. Your cat instincts have taken over. You're just concentrating on the leaves on like the tangled branches. Your prey is nearby. All right, this reindeer is scared of Hyrokin. Actually, the Frost Druid is going to move further back into the tree, like scampering and climbing over the branches. They are not that deft at moving through here. Ironically, they rather move via, animal form. But so half of their movement is spent, like weaving their way through the trees, making their way to the back of this larger branch, trying to get away. The reindeer is afraid of Hyrokin, and you are still within sight. Not move closer to you, so it will ascend the hill and try to attack the first thing it sees. 1 is Fulra, 2 is Crix. Actually, 3 is Valhalla.
Oh, snap.
It is Crix.
Of course it is.
All right, so it's just a quick scamper. They don't move their full movement, so it's a quick scamper and then a ram against you. No extra damage from this, however. A 7 will miss. And it is at disadvantage anyways. No worries. All right, Valhalla, there is a big angry reindeer in your face with your homunculus whizzing about its antlers. Do you wish to just poison spray this thing right in its face? Okay, poison spray. Thump, for 1 poison damage.
Hell yeah.
Just a quick shake of one of the bottles, and it's just... It's like opening a Coke can. Yeah, opening a can of Coke in this thing's face. All right, reindeer makes a Constitution saving throw and fails. Takes all of the 1 poison damage. The homunculus will whiz straight up in the air to get out of range, and then shoot its ranged attack down at it. A 14 to hit, which does hit this thing, and kills it. So, poison spray, yeah. I mean, it is basically your little ranged companion. So yeah, the force bolt or the force strike attack thuds into the back of the reindeer. Its legs splay out as its body bows in half, and it just hits the ground unconscious. All right, Thad, in the tree boy Thad.
So, question is how does this work movement wise? Is this difficult terrain?
It's
or do I
difficult
go up
terrain in
and
the tree,
over?
for sure.
Okay, so that means I am now.
If you were a higher level druid, I would allow you to navigate it without trouble, but at this point in time, it's more so it's like finding footing on the snow-covered and ice-covered tree, moving through the branches and stuff to get to them. It's tough.
It makes sense, and I can still get there no problem.
Yep.
Because she's not too far away. Also, the other question was these ice orbs. This one here closer. Is this how high up above would it be? Like if I get to her, would this be?
It would be about 3 or 4 feet above your head. They're basically like hovering above like tallest kind of like points of branches and stuff. None of them are within the branches of the tree themselves.
Okay, they're above it. Okay, so I'll use my movement. Yeah, crawling through it. Oh, fuck. Okay, almost fell. All right. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. I'll get up to here because that's my entire movement halved.
Yeah.
And then I'll kind of get up. I was like, I don't like trees. And then I'm going to use key point to go ahead and bring out the arms of truth.
He's a simple man, but at least he's honest.
Yeah. Oh, 5 force damage. DC 12 deck save. That save might be wrong, but I'll check it later.
I think it is because it's just
it should be higher than that now because I got
plus proficiency plus wisdom.
So that would be 10 plus. No, that's still right. My wisdom is not very high. Yeah.
Okay. But this
Hey,
druid is
your
not that
DC's higher than
dexterous.
mine.
They duck out of the way as the force fists like shatter a branch, sending snow and ice cascading down into the ground below.
So I think I want to try something silly instead of just punching her.
Ah, yes.
I want to use the okay. Aside right now, I have my hand in front of me, it's like resting on my chin. Chibi just rocked up and she's starting to chew on my finger as I'm resting my head on my chin. On my hand. Oh, Chibi, what are you doing? I want to use the Fists of Truth.
Yes.
Or Truth Punch. And I want to try to grab the orb above me, the ice orb.
Yep.
Not with my physical hands, but with the extensions, the spiritual extensions, and see if I can grab it and slam it into her as an attack. I don't know how this would work, if it can work, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah. Give me a let's say an attack roll with just an attack roll.
Like the regular punch attack?
Yep.
Okay. So that would be a oh fuck.
Okay. Your hands reach up with the extra length and you watch as those astral appendages wrap their large meaty hands around this frozen rotating orb. And you actually watch as the frost from the orb itself starts to encase the astral form of your arms.
So I try to grab it and they just get frozen?
For a moment, just kind of almost... And it's less like... it's a weird thing. It's almost like watching... it's not like freezing solid. You're just like watching like frost from like touching something that's like extremely, extremely cold. Like creep up the arms.
Which is really curious because it's like a non-physical entity, but it's still affecting it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's still, I mean, it's physical enough to punch with, so
yeah,
sure. So I reach up, I try to throw it down, but the arms just come back covered in frost instead of bringing the orb with it.
Yep.
And I'll just look down at them. I'm like, also, by the way, this has to be my bonus punch because of the arms of truth thing. So I like look at my arms, look up, and it's like, I swear this never happens.
You see a look of like a flash of anger in this druid's eyes as you are like as like the moment you like reach out to try to grab the orb, there's like a there's a flash in their eyes of like either anger, desperation, or like oh shit moment. And then
these are important to her somehow.
And then once you see that like your arms can't like do anything or they nearly freeze, there's like kind of a smirk that crosses their face.
I was just standing there looking at my hands in front of her now. That's where I'm at.
Sweet. All right. The other reindeer here will rear up and hoof down on Crix. Hoof. It slams into the ground, like slips and is prone.
Hell yeah.
All right, Crix.
I'm gonna ignore it because I've had an idea for a while and I want to use it.
Go ahead.
This orb right here. How far away is it?
That is on a lower kind of extremity of the tree, so maybe it's actually about maybe 5 feet above your head, but more or less equal distance to where you are, 30 feet out.
So 30 feet. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna fucking produce flame and chuck it at it.
Okay.
So. Oh, where is it? I've got too many things.
Okay.
Come on.
Same kind of thing that happens. It's a similar interaction that happened with Thad's arms. You're able to you conjure your flame, wind up, and chuck it at it. It streaks across. Your produced flame streaks across the gap towards it, steam trailing the flaming little fireball. And before it even gets within range of, like, it doesn't impact it. It just, there's a gout of steam as it basically just disappears. You watch as, like, the steam envelops around it, and just for a moment, like, solidifies and just kind of falls to.
Out of anger, I'm just going to bonus action Hungry Jaws.
Yes, on the one next to you.
Yep, at advantage because it's on the ground. Fucking go for the throat.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you kill it. So a frustrated Crix downs this thing.
Yeah,
I don't kill to eat.
No, I don't kill people to eat. That's a specific thing.
Oh man, yeah. So I mean, this is a frustrating anger thing as your jaw's like almost probably like unhinged at this point. What does this look like?
So like, I start the round, stab my spear in the ground, produce flame, throw it at the thing. I'm just like, I just see it dissipate. I just throw my shield aside and I just jump on this thing.
Yep.
Full on. See it go down. I just go for the neck.
Okay.
And then I just start eating it, like, just straight up.
Oh, also, oh, interesting. I'm sorry, I'm reading the moonbeam thing. The wording is, I'm gonna look this up because it actually is kind of weird. It says, like, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So it's like,
I guess it could be like, if you get pushed into it by like an ability that causes something to be moved back 5 feet. Nah.
Because it, like, you can get damaged by it on, like, or like if you're forced to move in it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So here's what you do. You set up Moonbeam, and then you have two warlocks with the Eldritch Blast things that, push and pull. Just like ping pong them in and out of it.
I'm just actually going to read this because this is funny. Is the Moonbeam spell amazing, or are we doing it wrong? The description of the Moonbeam spell says this: we read this to mean a creature takes damage from Moonbeam when any of the following conditions are met. It begins its turn inside the Moonbeam. It enters the Moonbeam on its turn. The creature finds itself inside the beam on another character's turn, no matter how it got there. The creature will not take damage in the following instances: a creature moves from one part of the beam to another. Obviously, it had to take damage. Or a creature is in the beam after having been inside the beam already on its turn. So here's the actual Jeremy Crawford. When the spell's description uses enter in relation to an AoE, the entering has to be voluntary only if the text says so. By itself, it seems to imply that moving the moonbeam counts as entering. So it's basically, and then there's another thing. Our design intent for a spell is a creature enters the area of effect when the creature passes into it. Creating the area of effect on the creature or moving it onto the creature doesn't count. If the creature is still in the area at the start of its turn, it is subjected to the area's effect.
So you could pull somebody out of it before their turn comes around.
Before their turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Good point. All right, so Crix, you did your shit. It's dead. Hyrokin, scaling the tree.
Feel any specialness from eating this special glowy reindeer, or is this just a
give me a as you chomp down on it, because you do heal a little bit, right? No, you didn't even get hit, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I didn't get hit. Actually, I get 10 hit points, I think.
Nah, no, it's because it's not magical. Give me as you chomp into this thing, it like lets out an exclamation of pain, like why, or like fuck you, or something like that. Give me a intelligence saving throw, I guess I would call it. Okay, so there's like you watch as like you're just like doing the lizards or snake or reptile eating thing with like your head back, like as you're swallowing a huge chunk torn out of this reindeer. You stop mid swallow and your eyes go wide as you realize all these animals are awakened creatures.
Yeah,
and it's basically like you are killing things that now have some semblance of intelligence.
Let me roll for morality real quick.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like like as a druid, this is something that's kind of like whoa.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I roll for existential crisis.
No, and so you have a moment of pause there, but I think you realize that
They attacked me, and
they attacked you, and they seem to have some sort of vile or evil alignment to them.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, I don't care about their alignment. That's not part of me.
Sure.
It's just the fact that they're intelligent, and I'm like, wait, they're intelligent. I'm not supposed to do that, but then I'm like, wait, they attacked me. We're fine.
The law of the jungle, baby.
Yep.
Like, oh fuck, I'm not supposed to wait.
All right, Hirokin, your claws digging into these frigid tree branches. You see your prey up in the distance, squaring off against Thad Crunknuckle, the monk.
I would like to go at all speed to get up there.
Okay, so you're gonna dash.
Well, I mean, I can get up here. Yeah,
it's difficult terrain to go. It's difficult terrain. So you using a dash action, you will be able to get there. What does Hirokin look like navigating through the branches of this frozen tree?
Oh my god. It's just like the claws just go way out, way at his ears, just kind of flop flat against his head. Like it's a hiss roar sort of thing as he just climbs right up there. His fur just kind of like tufts of it, flaring up. His hackles are raised. And he stops right in front of him because he needs a minute to catch his breath.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. This last reindeer looks around, sees only one target available, Demavand. He is going to try to just ram you. Bonk. 20 to hit.
I'll take it.
Okay. For 7 bludgeoning damage.
I accept your damage.
As you're like looking up into the tree, trying to find trying to follow basically like Hirokin's line of where he like went to. Damn
boy.
Yeah, damn boy, he fast boy. You will this thing just catches you on your side. You just feel the thud of its large glowing antlers just thud into you. And I'm giving it normal roll because it currently cannot see Hirokin, as Hirokin is way up in the fucking tree. Okay. Kolra. Your armor disintegrating into being absorbed into your cloak. You just hear in your head, this is now going to be mine. I've been wanting it for a while, and now I get the opportunity to take it.
I think at this point during the fight, she would have tried to zone him out.
Okay.
Not thinking about the fact that, oh, hey, I don't have armor now. So I'm going to jump off and glide down.
Yep.
And then swing at it with my sword.
Shoop. The 21 will hit.
It twice.
You kill this thing. The glowing antler boy is felled. What do you do to take this large reindeer out?
Seeing it focus on Demivan, I'd come down gliding, and just take a quick slice to the neck, and then look at Demivan and kind of like, okay, now you go after them too.
Kolra, give me
That was a good stretch. Where the fuck did your armor go?
Kolra, give me a perception check.
That starts with a P.
Yeah. Ooh.
Speed.
All right. As you slide down and you watch as this reindeer falls to the ground with a puff of snow that rises up from the dead body, there's a moment of like slow motion as you look over, and as you spoke to Demivan, he turns to you and he doesn't have his face.
Oh.
It's a gray blank face. And then you blink, and it's Demivan again.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
All right. Kolra, any other bonus actions or anything you want to do?
No, but I do have end of the turn roll.
Yeah.
What are you
Roll
getting rid of?
dice.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Oh,
We're good.
Ah.
Your character's like constantly playing a strange game of strip poker.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that was just yeah. No, it gets worse.
Oh, yeah. It's bad.
Oh god! All right.
It's an interesting thing because it's not like a D100. It's the shit that happens is based off of how much risk Kolra is willing to, like. Basically, it's almost like ebb and flow of like keeping this thing contained. The more you use its power, the more the worse the symptoms become if you fail that roll.
I really want to roll an 11 on the second roll. Yes.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Just randomly, do we know, like in character, have any of us uncovered anything about this yet?
No.
You only know.
story.
I would say like it's such
see
an unusual thing that the only thing you probably think of is that Kolra is some sort of like, wizard or maybe a druid like Crix or something like some sort of caster. But so far there is no outward appearance other than like a kind of Fey-like quality, right?
Yeah.
Well, it says, when your cloak is active, your eyes sparkle like gems and changing color according to your mood, and you move with otherworldly grace.
Yeah. But
And then you also took your armor off, which might be a
and
conversation.
then the other fight fucking
The armor
yeeted
took
her
itself off.
yeeted her sword across the room for no
Yeah.
reason.
I did do that.
So,
Yeah,
as far as
that's
you're
perfectly
concerned,
normal.
Kolra just gets really moody whenever she fights.
Yeah. It's like
Makes sense.
gross.
Yeah.
Swords, gross.
I'm actually. Oh my god! Sorry. She's basically like a raver on like Molly, like E or Molly, who's just like, I'm feeling myself. It's too hot. Fuck this. eyes sparkling, fucking like otherworldly appearance, dancing around. Yeah, basically that. Okay.
This is my headcanon now in combat.
Yeah. Mr.
So, I
Bold.
guess all my characters are on drugs.
Yeah, Mr. Bold. This is a internal drug though that she can't really come down off of. Kalis, it is your turn. Emboldened still by the potion imbibed.
I'm bold.
Big bold Kalis. You don't currently see anything to attack though, as the druid and your buddies are like basically on the other side of the tree.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll run 30 feet this way. Do I have any sort of sight at all at the
Yeah,
druid?
you now get a glimpse of both Thad and Hyrokin like bracing themselves against branches, ready to strike against this druid who is backed up against backed up along one of the more thicker branches to try to get distance from you all. You are able to, if you're going to do a ranged attack, it would be at disadvantage because they have some cover.
But can I shoot the branch underneath her?
It would be a difficult attack roll, but yes, you may try to.
All right. I'll try and snipe her down, try and knock her ass out.
With what? A firebolt, single firebolt. Oh yeah, the 21. This is not a disadvantage because you're attacking like the tree itself. Unfortunately, one fire damage is not enough.
I give it a little.
Yeah. What was the D4 for? Oh, that was the
10
bonus.
more of those and you're going down.
Yeah, Thad and Hyrokin, you hear a as a single firebolt streaks from somewhere in the distance and basically like hits right below the foot of the frost druid, who like looks down at it, looks back at you, and then kind of like cranes their neck off to the side and like stares at Kalis in the distance. All right, Demavand.
Mm-hmm. Running around side of the tree.
Oh,
30 feet.
Yeah, so if you could roll if you want to run around the side of the tree, I'd say like the base trunk of the tree is only about as big as the ping.
Oh, so it's much smaller. So I'd come around like
the branches, however, are basically like at head height near the bottom and do stretch out the distance that you see them. However, like you can duck underneath them, and if you want to, if you'd rather run that way, yes.
Yeah, try to get in close like there. And
yep.
Throw the javelin up again.
Okay, at disadvantage as you try to snipe her through the fucking branches of the tree.
Yep.
Gotta bust through all the branches on the way.
Double crit.
Double crit.
Oh.
All right, so there is a once again Thad and Hirokin. You look down, see a firebolt strike the branch, and then you hear as a storm of broken twigs and branches like rockets past you as a javelin flies through the tree, and then it just comes flying back, but at a different trajectory. To like go through.
I like to imagine it just spinning as it comes back.
Yeah,
and just like
Oh, it's absolutely Kratos' axe.
Yeah,
Just coming back through the tree the other
Demovan,
direction.
it flies off into the distance. There's a moment of pause as you just kind of like sit there, wait, and then you hear in the distance, and you just hold your hand out and just right back into your hand.
Totally being a kid, getting like your ball stuck in the tree, and then just like waiting to find out if it's actually stuck or not.
Yeah. There's a angry, you hear an angry chirp as you look at the javelin. There's a bird's nest stuck on the end of it.
Apologies.
You shake it off. A bird flies down to the tree, picks it back up, gives you a dirty look, and flies back into like a knot, like a opening in the tree to put it back. All right.
I like to imagine the bird just put the last twig in.
It was like
Yeah, it's just like cartoon, just like and then fucking just like it's just like that cartoon, just like a flash, and the nest is gone, and the bird's just like staring down, and just fucking empty space. Okay. The Frost Druid still concentrating on this thing. I can move it. Wow, that's a fucking big move. It's going. In all honesty, it has two people in its face, but Demavand, because we're doing it this way for now. Give me another Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, please. So constitutional.
Glad.
Indeed. Okay. I forget. Did it drop its first moonbeam? I can't remember.
Yeah, dropped the first one.
Oh yeah, it failed that.
It was
Okay.
forced.
Yeah. 17 radiant damage halved.
Wow.
What is that? Is that 8?
Yes, 8.
8, yeah.
Okay.
8. Okay. And give me a moment. All right. So you, as that like the fiery radiant damage from this like splashes over yourself, you now realize that every time this has been doing damage to you, bits and pieces of your body have been
Like falling apart.
yes. And like you look down at your arms in the shadow of this tree, and you see the gray pallid skin of your true form showing through just for a moment. And you concentrate on it, and you will yourself back into the form that you're holding of Demavan.
Yep.
Okay.
I hate it.
All right. The druid will. Oh, is it an action to move the spell? Can't remember.
Is it bonus action?
On each
think
your
it's a
turns,
bonus
you can
action
use an
for me.
action. No, the spell blows.
Oh, it is an action. Okay.
I was gonna be like, oh, now it can disengage and move. Wrong. It's fucking there.
Nope. It can still move.
It can still move, but it has two big boys right in front of it. You. Okay, so basically the last thing it does here is it will... you see the moonbeam disappear as it drops concentration on that. And Thad, you think that they're staring at you, but you realize they are staring beyond you to the orb above your head, and they begin to chant.
Uh-oh.
Right. Valhana, off in the distance. Would you like to heal a friend, or what are you going to do? I mean, Demavan's looking pretty hurt. He's taken some cooking from the sky, from Big Sky Beam. He's taken some cooking from that.
Like Sky Daddy.
Yeah, he could use a healing word if you have it. However, no, like your quarry is nearly caught. So I don't think you actually need to do much. You might as well just be like, you run down here, get closer to the tree. Bad.
Yep. I look up, just briefly check the up and behind me at the orb. Does it seem to be changing at all with her chanting?
Yeah. So as you turn around and check, you now notice that Masco has come out, and he is staring intently at the orb.
Huh.
And you see a moment as he begins to like think. You look back and the druid has stopped their chanting, and you notice that the orb is like thrumming.
Oh, I don't understand what just happened, but I do not like it.
So I'm going to try to. Yeah, we're just gonna lay into the druid here. We're gonna swing at him. So we're gonna start with the staff attack.
Masco, you might want to close your eyes for this.
18. Okay, so that's 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. Crack across the side of the body once again, right in the same wound as was the double javelin poke. They stagger, catch themselves against the big branch next to them.
She looking pretty beat up, you said, I think, already?
Oh, yeah. Blood is streaming from their side, dripping. You watch as like the crimson red blood is mixing and dropping on the frost-covered branches of this tree. It's like a strange, weird, surrealist Jackson Pollock painting.
Oh,
and they grit their teeth. And you now, once you see that they grit their teeth, the teeth are sharpened to points.
This is a surrealist Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, and they snarl at you and speak in common and just say, "Or will take you."
Nope, me first.
And then I'm going to use the truth punch.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use it in trying to be non-lethal.
Okay.
I don't know if this will kill or not, and I'm also going to use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
So it should be 2 more punches. I correct, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yes. So we'll choose both these. 22 on the first.
Yep.
That should hit, right? So that's 4. She's still standing. Well, I'll swing anyways. 19.
Yes.
Should hit 2, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's another 5. So 9 force damage. Trying to be non-lethal if it does enough.
Yeah. So the druid takes those 2 punches from your astral arms. One to like the shoulder, staggers backwards. You hear the bones kind of crack under the blow of that force. The second one catches them right in their gut. They double over, start to stumble backwards, nearly falling from the tree, but you watch the arm grab onto the branch. They grit their teeth, blood now dropping, like blood coming out of their mouth, and snarl at you and spit at your feet. Once again, more crimson blood mixing with the snow. They barely stand.
Okay. Damn. So I'm just... squaring up with her.
All right, Crix, standing between the 2 dead reindeer. You can hear the sounds of combat coming from the other side of the tree.
I don't think I can do anything to really get in range. 65 feet? I might be able to do something. Let's see. If I do... I'm not prepared with spells for this fight.
Just gotta get her down.
Would you say that she is currently considered airborne?
No.
Okay.
She has her feet firmly, though she is in the air, she has her feet firmly planted on the branches.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. Well, I can't really get close, so I will slide down 10, 20, 30. That gets me
beneath the tree, yeah.
35 feet away.
There's a fat tree trunk between you and her right now.
Yeah. Okay, but if I went to like here instead, something like that. Either way, she's gonna be 35 feet no matter what. I think.
Yeah.
So
you can get a disadvantaged shot at her, or it'll be. Yeah, she has some cover for sure.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can reach that far. So, is this guy's antler still glowing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking take him.
Okay. So frustrated,
taking-
yeah. So frustrated that you can't get to the druid, you turn to this reindeer. Give me a survival check. I would say
Yep,
add
I'll use
advantage.
inspiration.
I would say add
Add
advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Survival check, anger, harvest.
Yeah, nice. So you all hear like a weird rending noise, like something like ripping and breaking as Crix probably. I can imagine you're just so pissed off. Just put one clawed foot in your boot, like on the head of the reindeer, a hand on each of the antlers, and just pull the antlers off the head of this thing.
Yeah.
It probably goes without saying, but Cora steps over to cover Valhana's eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Considering Crix is just on the other side of this reindeer, just pulls it up and just
I put a foot on the neck, like grab one of each antlers, just stare Valhana directly in the eyes, and then just start ripping it off.
Yeah, and then Cora's wing just goes out and just covers her face. So in really cool thing, actually, that's enough to like you rip them off. If you wanted to spend some time, these things basically almost look like, I can't think of the name of the type of weapon, but I know like the blunt version of it is like tonfa.
Oh yeah. So I actually have this thing. I don't know if you'd let me make like some different stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
Interesting. So
yeah. You could use these as you could completely make a weapon out of them. They are bone. It's perfect. Like they're antlers. So yeah, now you have two of these things that you could fashion into like tonfa style stuff. They are sharp at the tips, but you would probably use them as bludgeoning type of weapons. If you wanted to.
I was thinking like I'd do like one side would be like a weapon, and the other side be like shield. Like kind of fashion it into a shield. I don't know if there's going to be any bonuses. I don't know if there's anything
the shield
special
part
about them.
No, I mean it'd be tough to do it. We'll talk about it, but there's not enough material to really function as a shield. If anything, you could make one of it. You could fashion it into a warglaive if you wanted to. It'd be interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are put in possession. You have two glowing antlers because they retain their glow. It's you notice that it's something phosphorescent in the horns themselves.
Gotcha. So it's not magical, it's chemical more.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Just for the clarity of it, let me see. There's blah 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 blah. There was actually I don't know. There was something that basically just says, oh yeah. Oh no, it is a magical trait. But it's just it's a glow in the dark antlers, and it does not dissipate with their
death.
With like their death, yeah. Okay, Hyrokin.
Okay. Cool.
Angry druid, spit and blood, like a cornered animal, is now crouched there, snarling, on death's door.
I am going to take the war pick, turn it sideways, and just give her like the side of the pick to the head.
Okay. Donk.
Recklessly.
Meow. Oh, good thing you did. That would have missed otherwise. Cool. All right. So. It's five bludgeoning in this case. More than enough to, as she just sits there like a cornered beast. There's just a swing and a thunk that echoes out over this kind of little gully area as she falls unconscious. She begins to slip through the branches. Thad, if you want to, as a reaction, catch her, you are more than welcome to.
Sorry, I was muted. Absolutely would try to do that.
Okay. Give me a quick dexterity. Just a dexterity save.
Save. Okay.
Yep.
16.
So your astral arms reach out and grab a hold of her, catching her by her shoulders as she begins to slip through the branches unconscious. Because, yeah, it wasn't like the body would just stand there. She would start to fall, ragdoll. So, yeah, she is unconscious, and now you are... no longer in combat at the moment.
Is the ice orb still doing weird things, or did
the humming noise? The humming noise dissipates.
Good.
And does Masco change?
Masco's tension, yeah. You actually turn, and as you catch because your arms can like almost do this like independent of the way your body is oriented.
Yeah.
You kind of turn to go check on Masco, and you notice that he was poised and ready to jump onto the orb.
Interesting. Can I get it? Is it like a defensive or like?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah. Like what was his purpose? Like what was?
Mascot's diving on a grenade for you.
Yeah. It was that, or was it like I must have this thing? What was it? Investigation? Insight?
Insight.
Insight.
You make fucking like eye contact with him through his little like featureless mask. He was about to jump on a grenade for you.
Absolutely. I give him just a slow little nod. Let's go. You're all right.
He gives you another kind of like just a nod of acknowledgement, and then dives back into your bushy mane of hair to
hides in there. Yeah. Yeah. I guess if we're then combat, I'll try to maybe with Hirokin's help just slowly work our way down.
Right. Okay. So the combat out of combat, the orb's still moving and circling around this tree. You all watch as Hirokin and Thad, through some deft movement and Hirokin's cat-like agility, make their way down the branches and come down to the base of the tree, with the unconscious but badly battered but unconscious druid sitting there. We just get a quick moment of like a kind of vignette around the group. We see Crix like triumphantly raising 2 severed antlers in his hands, just like almost like a Tusken Raider, just like triumphantly standing atop the corpse of this kind of like alpha reindeer. Cora angrily looking at him while covering Valhana's face. Kalis standing there with his double coat, with 2 arms basically smoking. Yes, he's just patting them down, trying to put out the embers at the embers at the end of his heavy winter coats.
Head dive into the snow.
Why does the end of our combat seem just like that community scene?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 people dragging an unconscious body back from around the tree. And I think the last thing we'll focus on is Demovan. What is your current like situation reaction? What are you feeling?
You're faster.
He probably just looks like, I think I was gonna say chuffed, but I think that's the wrong word. Just is like upset, like God fucking damn it. You're running around this tree, bashed and bonked by fucking light rays.
Exactly. All right, and we will.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as my turn was up next, do you want me to roll again, or I can just drop it?
You can just drop it.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is where we'll end off for the night. Thank you for rolling very poorly on your survival checks. Otherwise, this encounter would not have happened.
Yep. Hey, I'm happy with it because I'm gonna get some fucking cool shit out of it.
This is just cinematically hilarious combat.
I'm not saying like a full shield out of it. I want it to essentially be like the border of the shield.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Yeah. So decorating the one that you currently have. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Cool. So yeah, think of some fun things there. You guys will recover after this. You'll get back together, recover after this combat. Obviously, maybe there's some investigation you want to do on this tree itself and the orbs that are still kind of rotating around there, and yeah, still doing their thing. Oh, also just
needs to figure out armor situation.
Yeah.
Thad's got questions about lots of things right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, that's fine.
Oh, and we also have a unconscious prisoner to question and figure out what the hell we're gonna do with.
All kinds of questions to start asking now.
Yeah, lots of questions. You did notice, Cora, that the druid, as they were perched atop the tree, had some kind of strange, like, animal hide armor on, if you were interested in that at all. Currently is still wearing it. It may smell funny and look a little bit nuts, but that is a possibility.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
all right.
We'll see about it.
Well,
that being said, if you wanted more normal armor, I would definitely trade.
Go feral.
So yeah,
I'm leaning into it.
Quick question on like this is a weird side question, nothing to do with like anything that was like story wise tonight, but how was was there any like weird jitters or stuff with the map? Because I worry about using weird little animated things if they'll start to mess with stuff. I think these are small enough that it doesn't fuck with shit too much.
Yeah, I wasn't having any like
there were some weird earthquakes for a while.
Oh yeah, that was me just flinging around the map. Don't worry about it. No, but I remember I tried to use like a weather. I tried to use like a weather animation once in
like,
Avernus,
and
that one if you have like limited mem, limited RAM, that one would fuck shit up because Chrome likes to schmonch. But
These are the these are
to
fine
be
for me.
fair, since that happened, Chrome has done like a huge memory nerf essentially.
Oh, cool.
Like Chrome uses a lot less memory than it did back then.
Great.
So it might work now.
Last thing we'll do before we break. Everybody give me survival checks one more time, just so I can know what's gonna happen this time.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Yeah, I'll use mine as well.
Let's avoid weird deer encounters.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I'm
All
ready
right.
now.
So as like the last thing we
I'm using the glowing antlers to lead me.
yeah, the last thing we see here as you guys kind of like all gather up back and like dragging the body around this fucking tree. I think with that crit Crix, you know stride up the bank. Oh, I was gonna move the body here. You stride up the bank, reaching the top here, looking at your glowing antlers, and then you look up and squint against the kind of like dim light that's around right now because it's basically like midday, the brightest it'll be, and then you're just like, huh? And you look out, and in the cliff sides of of Kelvin's cairn, you see dark black shape that is the outpost.
Well,
Right
I
there.
found it. It's right there.
It'd be funny if it's like literally like 100 feet away from us this whole time.
It's about like a half mile away. You can see it.
Neon signs and arrows.
Yeah. There's a big old fucking sign that just says like Duergar hotspot. Like. All right.
Duergar Hot Springs.
Yeah. Cool. Well, good job, everybody tonight. I'm gonna keep my word. We're gonna end at 11. So I know some of you have other things you need to do tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for a solid session. I enjoyed playing Icewind Dale Rick Sanchez, aka Drogon. That is so tough on a like my throat fucking hurts after doing that shit though.
Like props to Justin Roiland. Like holy shit, all those voices are like tough on the throat.
Voice actors are extraordinary creatures in terms of their vocal cords. It's nuts.
Also, real quick, oh, sorry, go ahead first.
There was an earthquake?
No, I said you go first. Sorry, I was about to say something.
Oh no, I didn't have anything.
Oh, about Thursday session, because right now I was supposed to be gone all day tomorrow. Now it's looking like I'll be gone all day on Friday.
Oh, you said Saturday. Damn, everything's changing.
It's changing literally by the hour. I don't know up from down anymore. So it could change by this time tomorrow. It could change by 2 a.m. tonight. I don't know. But if I do have to go super early on Friday, is there any chance we could do the 8 to 11 on the Thursday session? Would that work? Or
yeah,
that's fine. Honestly, I don't care either way. We just seem to tend to go 9 to 12 on Thursday for whatever reason.
Yeah, we can do 8 on Thursday. That's bueno.
Yeah, I usually prefer 9 just because it gets more time after work to get stuff done and stuff. But if it's fine for people to do 8, let's just plan for that. And then if things change, then we can then
sounds good. We'll do the same. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Night.
Good night. Later.
All right. Thank you to those. Wow, clap. Thank you to those for hanging out with us tonight. It's your boy. I've been your boy, Scuzz Nugget, the DM for this campaign. That was a very fun session. Did not had enough kind of off the rails moments, but everything went well. A little bit of hairy moments with like Hyrokin getting fucking trucked by a crit reindeer hit. I know the druid could have been a little bit worse. I know the druid had like had some fun things like ice storm that it could have used, which is absolutely fucking atrocious if used correctly. However, the druid encounter was there for a specific reason. Yeah, those the whispers that I gave to people were the reason for it. So we'll see what comes of that next time. I'll definitely follow up on that, I guess, with our friendos. But I've been Scuzz Nugget, your GM for this campaign and for other campaigns. You can follow me on Twitter or on YouTube. Look up Scuzz Nugget, and this VOD will be up there soon on YouTube if you've missed it. VODs remain on the channel for a while as well. Tonight we had. Let me. I always forget to do this. Just go over to the right page, you know. All right. We had Fletcher Crix, our hungry lizard. Lizard Folk played by Gastroy. Hyrokin, our angry kitty, with the ability to scale trees quickly, apparently, played by Porkins. Demavand, our weird, silly, our very human, it totally is a human fighter, played by Wabuki. Bora, the protective Simic shape or Simic hybrid, who doesn't apparently like armor, likes to just strip their armor off or get their armor consumed by their currently captured patron, played by Neon Pulse. Thad, gotta punch you and swing from the tree like George of the Jungle, played by Chuckles. Valhana, normally played by my lovely wife Derpy. You can see her foot and her hand right there. She was chilling off on the side tonight, just passively perceiving the campaign. And Kalis, the Kalis with the smoking jacket Kalis, fire warlock, played by No Fun Allowed, the famous YouTuber. Go check out his channel on YouTube. It's been a wonderful night. We're out of here. Easy. Where's the song that I want to hear? Huh? No. 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 I think it's. All right. Night, everybody.